30 days.
Oh, thank you. Hi, everybody. Good morning and welcome to Felony First Appearance Hearings. I am Judge Minty Glazer. I will be presiding today. The video for first appearance hearings has been played to all defendants. I need everybody to please stand up, raise your right hand, and be sworn in by our clerk.
Todos de pie, por favor, y levanten la mano derecha para el juramento.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I do.
¿Juran que dirán la verdad y nada más que la verdad? Digan, lo juro.
Thank you. Please be seated. Sir Interpreter, raise your right hand to be sworn, please.
Yes,
Do you
Your
swear you will well and faithfully interpret from English to Spanish, Spanish to English, the question asked and the answer given to the best of your ability, and that you have such ability?
Yes, I do. Jesus Felipe, certified court interpreter. Thank
Good
you.
morning. If there's
Good morning.
anybody here for a case on Zoom, please type the defendant's name in the chat room. Okay, can you translate that for me, please?
Of course, Your Honor. Si hay alguien más que está aquí, que tiene a uno de los reos, que tiene a un acusado, por favor, anuncie su nombre, póngalo en el chat.
All right, let's begin. Can the attorneys announce for the record, please state?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ana Romas on behalf of the state for out-of-state extraditions.
Morning.
Beth on behalf of the state, good morning.
Good morning.
Rebecca Corey, Assistant Public Defender. Good morning.
Good morning. So we're going to get started with the extradition calendar, the out-of-state warrants. The first case is Jerkiah Thompson. That's a quash. Then we have Vesna Sock, new case. Local, add the case for the regular calendar, please.
Judge, he's number 9 on your felony calendar. He'll see you in the bond hearing calendar.
Who was here? It touches my computer. Where's Mr. Sock? Is he there?
Mr. Sock is present.
Sir, you have an arrest warrant. It is from Tennessee. The warrant was issued April 21st of 2025. The charge is violation of probation. There is no bond on this arrest warrant. I need you to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition. A waiver of extradition is the quickest way out of this jail, and Tennessee would have up to 30 days to come and pick you up after you close out your Miami case. So once it's closed, they bring you here, and we notify Tennessee, come and get you. The other choice you have is to contest extradition. That means you want to fight the arrest warrant. You are not fighting the charges, just a piece of paper that says you are wanted in Tennessee. A lawyer would be appointed for you if you cannot afford one, and your lawyer would be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of a governor's warrant, but you'll be in our jail at least 90 days while that process takes place. So what would you like to do, sir? Do you want to waive or contest extradition?
Waive, Your Honor.
Thank you. See what I just, oh, that's a wash paper. Okay, that's a smart choice. You get out of here quicker. Waiver, no bond, reset date will be, we'll set it in 15 days. It's June 17th. Also, I'm going to tell you about your Miami case, your local case, because you got that. I got that here now. What did I do with it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. On the Miami case, you got arrested for grand theft. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge. The bond is $5,000. Even if you pay a bond, you're not getting out of jail, so you may not want to pay it. But that's it. PD's appointed, $5,000 bond. Have a nice day. Make sure to sign the waiver paperwork at the jail. It just means you agree to go to Tennessee. Next, Viola Patterson. New case total. New case. I don't know. We got a lot of new cases today. Well, it was the weekend. Good morning, Mr. Patterson. Sir, you were arrested. I'm sorry, ma'am, pardon me. Ms. Patterson, you were arrested on a warrant from California. The warrant was issued March 21st of 2025, and it says probation violation. So unfortunately, there is no bond on this arrest warrant, and I need you to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition. Waiver of extradition is the quickest way out of this jail. California would have up to 30 days to come and pick you up. If they don't pick you up within 30 days, you get released. The other choice is to contest extradition, which means you want to fight the arrest warrant. You are not fighting the charges, just a piece of paper that says you are wanted in California. Then a lawyer would be appointed for you if you cannot afford one. Your lawyer would be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of a governor's warrant, but you would be in our jail at least 90 days while that process takes place. So what would you like to do? Do you want to waive or contest? So if you want to respond, that's okay too, and I'll treat it as a contest and just hold you here 90 days and look at the paperwork. Just so you know, if you waive, sometimes California doesn't even pick you up, even if you waive. Since she's non-responsive, I'm appointing the public defender's office. It's no bond. Reset July 2nd, 30 days. I'm treating it as a contest. Good day, ma'am. Next, we have Darwin Maldonado, that's a quash. Richard Watson is next. Yeah, Mr. Watson, please. We have like 6 new ones today. Okay, 7 years. 57. Corrections, you got him? Oh, there he is, coming on in. Hi, Mr. Watson. Good morning, sir. You have an arrest warrant. It is from Mississippi. No, I'm sorry, your arrest warrant's from Louisiana. The warrant was issued November 15th of 2024. It says 3 counts of a felony, aggravated crime against nature, 3 counts of felony rape, 2 counts of sexual battery, 1 count of felony molestation of a juvenile with a physical or mental disability. There is no bond on this arrest warrant. I need you to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition. A waiver of extradition is the quickest way out of this jail. Louisiana would have up to 30 days to come and pick you up. If they don't pick you up within 30 days, you get released. The other choice is to contest extradition, which means you want to fight the arrest warrant. You are not fighting the charges, just a piece of paper that says you are wanted in Louisiana. Then a lawyer would be appointed for you if you cannot afford one. And your lawyer would be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of a governor's warrant, but you would be in our jail at least 90 days while they get that paperwork. So those are your 2 options. Would you like to waive extradition and get out of here quicker, or contest extradition and fight the warrant? Your choice.
Waive extradition.
That's a smart choice because you do get out of here quicker. You should be able to see a judge once you get there, and they'll address your bond status. The reset date will be 15 days. We're going to try and get you out in 15 days. Sometimes Louisiana takes a little longer. The reset date is June 17th. Please sign the waiver paperwork at the jail. It just means you agree to be transported to Louisiana. Have a nice day, sir. Next, we have Princess Ellis. Are the locals here, or were they already addressed? Okay. Okay. Good morning, Ms. Ellis. You have an arrest warrant. The warrant is from Georgia. The arrest warrant was issued April 21st of 2025. The charge is false statements and writings. There is no bond on the arrest warrant. I need you to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition. Waiver of extradition is the quickest way out of this jail. Georgia would have up to 30 days to pick you up after your Miami cases are all closed. I know you have 2 felonies, 1 misdemeanor. Once they're closed out, you're brought back here. We notify Georgia, come and pick you up. And we do try and get them to come within 15 days. The most they can hold you is 30 days after you're ready to go. If they don't pick you up within 30 days after you're ready for pickup, I release you. The other choice you have is to contest extradition, which means you want to fight the arrest warrant. You're not fighting the charges. It's just a piece of paper that says you are wanted in Georgia. A lawyer will be appointed for you if you cannot afford one, and your lawyer would be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of a governor's warrant. But you would be here at least 90 days while that goes on. So do you know what you would like to do? Do you want to waive extradition or contest extradition?
I have an attorney in Georgia handling that case, but contesting makes the most sense.
Okay, I'll treat it as a contest, and you say you have an attorney?
Yeah, but I'll still apply to one out here.
Money to pay for an attorney?
Well, I haven't been able to contact my mom as yet.
I'll appoint the public defender's office, no bond, reset next month, July 2nd. Go get your paperwork, state, okay? Reset July 2nd. Have a nice day. No bond. Next we have is Tamara Rodriguez. New case, no locals. Can we bring in the next person, please? Thank you. Miss Corey, she's not going anywhere anymore. Hi, Miss Rodriguez. Good morning. You have an arrest warrant from, you speak English, right?
Yes.
A warrant from Texas that was issued March 21st of 2024. The charge is felony evading arrest, detention with a vehicle. It's a third-degree felony. So there is no bond on this warrant from Texas. I need you to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition. A waiver of extradition is the quickest way out of this jail. Texas will have up to 30 days to come and pick you up. If they don't pick you up within 30 days, you get released. The other choice you have is to contest extradition. That means you want to fight the warrant. You're not fighting the charges. It's just a piece of paper that says you're wanted in Texas. And if you want to contest extradition, a lawyer will be appointed for you. If you cannot afford one, a lawyer will be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of a governor's warrant, but you'll be here at least 90 days. So what would you like to do, waive or contest?
The waive expedition is the fastest way, right, to get out of here?
People do, they waive and get out of here. We try and get you out within 15 days. If they don't pick you up within 30 days, you get released.
Okay, I'll do the waive expedition.
Choice, ma'am. Waive, reset in 15 days for June 17th to see if she gets picked up. Please sign paperwork at the jail. It just means you agree to be transported there. Who was on a cruise and looked like she lived there? I don't know where she lives. She may live here in Miami. And next we have Emmanuel Williams at Metro West 4. Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Good morning.
You have an arrest warrant from Valdosta, Georgia. The warrant was issued November 15th of 2024. And the charge is for failure to appear for identity fraud, possession of a firearm during a felony, driving with a suspended license, and window tint violation. So there is no bond on the warrant. I need you to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition. A waiver of extradition is the quickest way out of this jail. Georgia would have up to 30 days to come and pick you up after your Miami cases are closed. So once those Miami cases are closed, you have 2 felonies. So you'd then be brought back before this court, and we tell Georgia come and get you within 30 days after the Miami cases are closed. So that's a waiver, quickest way out. The other choice you have is to contest extradition. That means you want to fight the arrest warrant. You're not fighting the charges. It's just a piece of paper, which is the warrant that says you're wanted in Georgia. Then a lawyer would be appointed for you. If you cannot afford one, your lawyer would be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of a governor's warrant, but you would be here at least 90 days. So those are your 2 choices. What would you like to do, waive or contest?
Waive.
That's a smart choice, sir. Could you get out of here quicker? Waiver, no bond. He does have the locals, but I'll reset it June 17th to see what's going on. Please sign the waiver paperwork at the jail. It just means you agree to go to Georgia. Have a good day. Now we have Milo Nunez Perez. He's at Metro West 6. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Sir. We're getting the paperwork for who? The Triad Kittens. I got to get the paperwork. All right. So good morning, Mr. Nunez Perez.
Good morning, Your Honor.
So you have an arrest warrant from Colorado. The warrant was issued February 7th of 2020, and the charge is identity theft. So there is no bond on this warrant. And I need you to tell me if you want to waive or contest extradition. A waiver is the quickest way out of this jail. Colorado would have up to 30 days to pick you up. We try and get you out of here within 15 days. And if they don't get you within 30 days, you get released. The other choice you have is to contest extradition, which means you want to fight the warrant. You're not fighting the charges, just a piece of paper that says you're wanted in Colorado. A lawyer would be appointed for you if you cannot afford one. Your lawyer would be able to challenge the legal sufficiency of a governor's warrant, but you would be here up to 90 days. So
I waive, Your Honor. Waive.
is your waive?
Yeah.
That's a smart choice. You get out of jail quicker. Waiver, no bond, reset date will be June 17th. Just make sure it gets picked up. Can you just make sure you sign the waiver paperwork at the jail? It just means you agree to be transported to Colorado. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now we have Mr. John Thornburg. Is he here? Is he refusing?
He refused, Your Honor.
Okay, he has locals pending. The next court date is June 18th, so we'll reset it June 20th. It's a misdemeanor. I don't know. It's domestic. That's what. All right, reset June 20th. Next is Richard Ingram. Mr. Ingram, I understand your local case is I believe it's closed. Is that correct? Corrections?
Metro West 7, Your Honor. You got the wrong person up. It's number 7.
What?
No, I was saying they had the wrong 39 up. It's Metro West number 7. There you go.
Metro West 7, yes. Hi, Mr. Ingram. Is this Miami case now closed?
I'm not sure.
Got dismissed. Can you verify it was dismissed?
Yeah, ready to go.
Are you talking about the battery?
Yeah, that one got dismissed. We can start the pickup. I went and Judge Church took care of it. I emailed him and he said it the next day and took care of it. So you're ready for pickup by Alabama. Listen carefully. Don't fight with anybody, because if you pick up another charge of battery by a detainee, it's just going to delay the whole process again. Okay?
Okay.
Right? If somebody upsets you, just report it to the corrections there, okay?
Okay.
It will be 15 days. It will be June 17th. And hopefully you get picked up. You notified them, right? They've already been notified. Hopefully they'll come quickly. Thank you. Now we have, good day, sir. Mr. Earp is next. That's a quash. Male Earp is a quash. I passed this one case for Gittins. Hi, Mr. Gittins. Paperwork or no? Apparently they're requesting, so what's going on is Virginia needs an extension of time of 4 days, I guess due to manpower. I'm sorry about the delay. So the 30th day is the 29th. We're going to set it, they're going to pick you up by the 20th. And so I'm going to reset it the 23rd to make sure you're not here, but they do have a full 30 days to pick you up, but hopefully they'll pick you up by the 20th. So there shouldn't be an issue. Okay. I'm sorry about the delay, but they're entitled to an extension. Okay. Have a nice day, sir. Correct. The deputy, make sure you let him know, come and get him. I may not do any more extensions. That's it for the warrants. Thank you, Ms. Rose. That's it for the out-of-state warrants. Now we have the in-state warrants. The first one is Jovan Feliciano. He's at Metro West 1. Good morning, sir. English? English or Spanish?
English.
Thank you, sir. You have an arrest warrant. It was issued on September 8th of 2022 for possession of drug paraphernalia with a $200 bond, battery with a $7,500 bond. Total bond is $7,700. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. The warrant's from Jefferson County, Florida. So if you're able to post a $7,700 bond, please do so. You'll get out of jail pretty quickly. Otherwise, you'll have to wait up to 15 days for Jefferson County to pick you up. Public defender's office is appointed. You can call them with any questions, okay? Reset date here will be June 17th to make sure you either posted a bond or were transported to Jefferson County. All right. Have a nice day, sir. Raymond Ruiz, is he at TGK?
Is pre-trial here?
Is pretrial here today? That's where Mr. Ruiz is. Corrections, any word? Okay, I guess I'll pass it till you find him. Devontae Fry, is he
He's pre-trial also.
Charles Alvarez?
Yes.
He's at 2. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Broward County. Is English okay? Or would you prefer?
Yes. English.
It was a hold and now it's a warrant.
So The warrant has been issued. That's good news. It's a warrant from Broward issued May 30th for violation of probation. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Broward has up to 15 days to pick you up. They usually come once a week. You shouldn't have to wait that long. So I'm resetting your case June 17th, but you should be hopefully gone way before then. Okay?
All right.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Maurice McKnight. Why is he, wasn't he here last week?
Pretrial also.
What's up with that? Because I thought he was, I don't know. I'll pass it. Pretrial. Xavier Stapleton is at Metro West 3. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
At Metro West 3, correct video. So, sir, you have a warrant from Orange County that was issued May 30th of 2025. The charge is failure to appear for scheme to defraud and grand theft and false imprisonment and battery and assault. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Unfortunately, there is no bond and you will have to wait up to 15 days for Orange County to pick you up. The case is reset here for June 17th to make sure you are transported. Have a good day, sir. Next, we have Giovanni Avelo Rodriguez. Is he there? Pretrial, okay.
Judge Giovanni's here. Spanish.
Spanish.
Spanish, please.
Good morning, sir. You have an arrest warrant in Collier County, Florida. The warrant was issued November 3rd of 2016.
Caballero, usted tiene una orden de arresto del condado Collier de la Florida y entonces fue un arresto de mayo de 2016.
The charge is failure to appear for possession of a controlled substance with a $10,000 bond.
Y entonces eso fue debido a no haber comparecido por posesión de una sustancia controlada y que tenía una fianza de $10,000.
Also smuggling or possession of contraband into a county detention facility.
Y también por contrabando en un centro de detención.
That bond is also $10,000.
Y esa también es de $10,000.
I will appoint the public, actually, can you afford an attorney, sir?
Caballero, ¿usted puede pagar un abogado?
No.
I'll
No.
appoint the public defender's office for you and your total bond is $20,000.
Se le asigna un abogado de oficio para que lo represente y la cantidad total de la fianza es de $20,000.
So if you can post a $20,000 bond, you can get out of jail. If you don't have money for a bond, you will have to wait up to 15 days for
Entonces,
Collier County to pick you up.
entonces, si usted puede pagar los $20,000, podrá salir de la cárcel. De no ser así, tendrá que esperar 15 días para que el condado Collier lo venga a buscar.
And your case is reset here for June 17th to make sure you either posted a bond or were transported to Collier County. Have a nice day, sir.
Entonces su caso estará frente de la corte aquí de nuevo el 17 de junio para ver si ya vinieron a buscarlo o si usted ya salió bajo la fianza.
Thank you.
No tengo derecho al 10%.
Do I have the right for the 10%?
I don't know. You talk to a bondsman and whatever they charge. I don't know what they charge. It's a contract between you and a bondsman.
No sé, tendría usted que hablar con un fiancista a ver lo que ellos cobran. Sería un trato entre usted y el fiancista.
Gracias.
But you want to
Thank you.
post a bond at this jail. It's the quickest way out.
Pero debe poner la fianza en esta cárcel, es lo más fácil.
Okay, thank you. Gracias. Next, we have Cesar Gradis. Gradis.
Spanish,
Morning.
please.
Sir, you have an arrest warrant. It is from Monroe County, Florida. And the warrant was issued on April 16th of 2025.
What county, Your Honor?
Monroe.
Tiene usted una orden de arresto del condado Monroe y entonces fue emitido en abril 16 de 2025.
The charge is failure to appear for a moving violation.
Y entonces es por no haber comparecido en lo que se refiere a una acusación de conducir.
¿Puedo hablar?
May I speak?
And there's no bond on the warrant.
Y no hay fianza en la orden de arresto.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Yo le voy a asignar un abogado de oficio que lo represente.
So you're going to have to wait up to 15 days for Monroe County to pick you up.
Va a tener usted que esperar hasta 15 días para que venga el condado Monroe a recogerlo.
And I'm resetting the case for June 17th to make sure you are transported there.
Y entonces aplazo el caso para el día 17 de junio para que nos aseguremos que usted sea transportado para allá.
Can I just answer by explaining the extradition process?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, Your Honor.
Does he have any questions? He wanted to ask a question.
¿Usted tiene alguna pregunta? Parecía que usted tiene una pregunta.
Buenos días, señora jueza.
Your Honor, good morning.
Yo no me presenté a esa orden, a esa corte porque ellos me entregaron a migración. Yo tuve 39 días detenido por migración. Anduve en diferentes prisiones de acá de Florida.
Okay, un momento. Your Honor, I wasn't able to show up because they handed me over to immigration. I was for 39 days in different holding facilities of immigration. ¿Y?
Fui removido hasta San Antonio, Texas, a Carnes, y allá estuve 39 días. Vine la semana pasada. Yo pagué un abogado para que me defendiera en esto de la corte que me habían puesto que no me...
Okay, un momento. So I was even in San Antonio, Texas, and I was released a few days ago, and I even hired an attorney for this case.
Okay.
Y el abogado no sé qué no presentó, en qué atrasó, y yo vine el jueves pasado. Si yo he sabido que yo tengo esa orden de corte, yo personalmente me entrego.
And Your Honor, apparently the attorney did not follow through, and besides that, I came on last Thursday.
Ya he pagado mucho dinero.
If I had known this, I would have come, and I have paid a lot of money for this already.
Do you have a question?
Pero ¿tiene usted una pregunta, caballero?
Sí, quisiera sinceramente regresar a casa. Soy
Yes,
inocente de todo esto.
I would really like to go back home. I am innocent.
So the judge in Monroe County issued a warrant for you because you missed court. It's not his fault that you were in immigration hold because of your legal status in this country.
Bueno, lo que pasa es que el juez de Monroe emitió una orden de arresto porque usted no se presentó. Él tampoco tiene la culpa de que usted lo hayan entonces encerrado en inmigración porque usted está aquí legalmente.
I have to hold you with no bond. It's up to the judge in Monroe County to give you a bond. I don't have any control over that.
Yo tengo que aguantarlo sin fianza porque en sí la fianza ya depende del juez del condado Monroe y yo sobre eso no tengo control.
Monroe County has up to 15 days to pick you up. You shouldn't have to wait that long. Hopefully it's a new week. You should hopefully go sometime this week.
Y entonces ellos tienen hasta 15 días para venir a buscarlo. Es muy posible que lo vengan a buscar antes para que usted vaya para allá.
So I'm resetting your case for June 17th to make sure you've been transported to Monroe County. If you have any further questions, please call the public defender's office.
Judge, you indicated he has a private attorney?
Please call your lawyer. I'm vacating the appointment of the public defender.
Entonces, la próxima fecha aquí es junio 17 para ver si ya fue transportado a Monroe County. Le quito el abogado de oficio que le asigné porque aparentemente usted tiene abogado privado. Por favor, comuníquese con su abogado.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much.
Have a
Buena
nice day.
suerte a usted y tenga usted buen día.
Alejandro Kishinevsky. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Spanish, please.
You have an arrest warrant from Orange County, Florida. The warrant was issued March 11th of 2025.
Usted tiene una orden de arresto del condado Orange y entonces fue emitido el 11 de marzo de 2025.
The charge is violation of a domestic violence injunction.
Y esto es debido a que violó una orden, un interdicto de violencia doméstica.
It has a $2,000 bond and also failure to appear for violation of an injunction.
También tiene la fianza de $2,000 y también por no haber comparecido debido a este interdicto.
$2,000 bond.
Una fianza de $2,000.
Sir, can you afford to hire a private lawyer?
¿Usted puede pagarle a un abogado privado que lo defienda?
No.
No.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le asigno el abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
So if you're unable to, if you post the $4,000 bond, you can get out of jail. If you don't have any money for a bond, you will have to wait up to 15 days for Orange County to come pick you up.
I can
Un momento. Si usted tiene,
Miami. Entonces, I fear from, temo mi vida en Orlando. I fear for my life in Central Florida. I want to stay in Miami. Quiero quedar en Miami.
I want to stay in Miami.
And los cargos que me presentó, I already did my time for that.
I already did my time for the charges.
You
that
don't
they
have to
accused me.
translate English. I can understand English. Thank you.
Oh, I apologize.
Well,
Sure. They want you to see you in you miss court in Orange County. The judge there wants to see you. It's a $4,000 bond. You can pay it and go on your own, or don't pay it, and you'll be transported there within 15 days. Mr. Felipe, if you
I
can.
want to contest it with an attorney to stay in Miami. I fear for my life in Orlando.
No contesting. You don't have a choice. They're coming for you. We said it July.
Okay, put me in the electric chair then, because they're gonna kill me.
Post the bond and go on your own, or they'll take you. Next.
He's a private attorney. Jay Ruth had logged in earlier.
Is
He
there
also has Gianluca Cueva who's here for him, but I don't know what happened to his attorney. Jay Ruth.
a private lawyer? Well, if they left, that's not on me. Sir, do you speak English?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Is there an attorney here? I don't.
There was one that logged in earlier, Judge.
Oh, he's not here. You were arrested on a warrant from Orange County, Florida. The warrant was issued March 21st of 2025. It says no bond for possession of THC. You hired a lawyer?
If that's what my family did, then yes. I wouldn't know. I did also sign for a public defendant.
His brother is here, or Gianluca
Cueva, yes, that is my brother.
That's nice. I don't know if they fired a lawyer for you. I don't know why the lawyer's not here. He wrote in.
Can I promote his brother?
Well, I have to hear from his brother.
To see where the lawyer was. Apparently spoke to him on the phone just a second ago, so I don't know where.
Sure.
He's joining now. Mr. Cueva? Did you hire an attorney for your brother?
Hello, Your Honor. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Did you hire an attorney for your brother?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, okay, he's not here, so that's okay.
I just messaged him to have him log back on, and I'll be awaiting for that. But if there are any questions or anything I can help in the meanwhile.
No, there's nothing. The lawyer's not here. He's being. I can pass it until the end of the calendar, until the end of my in-state calendar, if the lawyer wants to come back. Okay, thank you. We can put it back as an attendee now. Can you help me with that or no? And now we have Joshua Maldonado. Good morning, sir. You have a warrant. It is from Palm Beach County. The warrant was issued May 14th of 2025. Robbery by sudden snatching. And no bond on the warrant. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Palm Beach County has up to 15 days to come and pick you up. The reset date here will be June 19th to make sure you are transported to Palm Beach County. You shouldn't have to wait that long. They usually come once a week.
June 19th or 17th?
June 17th, pardon me. June 17th is the reset date. Next is Stephen Osby. Good morning, sir. Mr. Osby, you have an arrest warrant. It is from Hillsborough County. It's a writ of bodily attachment that was issued March 13th of 2024 for contempt of court for failing to pay child support. It's a $2,000 cash purge. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Ms. Corey, is it something you want me to reset or no?
1 moment. Yes, Judge, if we can reset it, he has some money to be able to post.
Okay, you'll reach out to Hillsborough, reset in the afternoon to see if he'll agree to a bond. I'll see you later. Jose Martinez Cervante. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Spanish, please.
You were arrested on a warrant from Monroe County, Florida. The warrant was issued October 31st of 2022.
Mr. Felipe, you're muted.
Thank you very much. Caballero, usted tiene una orden de arresto del condado Monroe y fue emitido el 31 de octubre de 2020.
Mr. Martinez, judge, has a hold for immigration.
So, sir, you also have an immigration hold?
También tiene usted una detención de inmigración.
So you're being held no bond on a warrant from Monroe County. It is for violation of probation.
Y entonces está usted encarcelado debido a una acusación de violación de probatoria y no tiene fianza.
Public Defender's Office is appointed for you. You can call them with any questions.
Se le asigna a los abogados defensores de oficio y siempre los puede llamar a ellos para cualquier pregunta que usted tenga.
I'm resitting your case for June 17th to make sure you are transported to Monroe County. They have up to 15 days to pick you up.
Voy a aplazar el caso hasta junio 17 para que nos aseguremos que usted sea transportado hasta el condado Monroe. Ellos tienen 15 días para venir a buscarlo.
Have a nice day, sir.
Tenga usted buen día, caballero.
One second. Next is Nathaniel Simon. Good morning, sir. You have a warrant from Leon County, Florida. The warrant was issued April 7th of 2025. I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you on the warrant. Count 1 is bank fraud. First appearance required. Fraudulent cashing of a deposit bank item with intent to defraud. That says $5,000. Criminal use of personal identification, $5,000. Fraudulent possession of or display of a forged bank note or driver's license, excuse me, $5,000. Grand theft, $10,000. I don't know. Then it says bond. No, that bond is $5,000 for the grand theft. It says a total bond of $20,000, but it doesn't look like there's.
He needs a bond for the first case, Judge.
The first count, you mean?
Yes, if we could reset him for the afternoon.
Okay, we'll sit it in the afternoon to see what bond will be. Okay, thank you. Next we have Yayo Hernandez. Good morning, sir. Do you speak English?
Spanish, please.
Good morning, sir.
Buenos días, caballero.
Got a warrant from St. Johns County, Florida. The warrant was issued May 15th of 2025.
Caballero, usted tiene una orden de arresto del condado St. John y esto fue emitido en mayo 15 de 2025.
Count 1 is possession of a skimming device and count 2 is criminal mischief.
Y entonces tiene usted posesión de un dispositivo prohibido y lo otro es de malfechoría.
The bond on count 1, possession of a skimming device, is $10,000. Count 2, criminal mischief, is $1,000.
Y entonces en la posesión del dispositivo prohibido es de $10,000 y en el siguiente es de $1,000.
So if you are able to post an $11,000 bond, please do so at the jail you're located at.
Así que si usted puede pagar los $11,000 para poder salir, por favor páguelo en la cárcel donde usted está.
For a bond, you will have to wait up to 15 days for St. Johns County to come pick you up.
Si no tiene ese dinero, a los $11,000, tiene que esperar hasta 15 días para que St. John tenga la oportunidad de venir a recogerlo.
Your case is reset here June 17th to make sure you either posted a bond or were transported to St. Johns County.
Entonces, el caso de aquí se aplaza hasta junio 17 y en esa fecha nos podemos asegurar que lo vinieron a buscar o si usted salió bajo fianza.
Have a nice day.
Tenga usted buen día.
Now we have Jose Ugalde. Good morning. Ugalde, do you speak English?
Caballero, ¿usted habla inglés?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, sir, good morning. You have an arrest warrant from Bay County, Florida. The warrant was issued March 2nd, 2023 for violation of probation. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Unfortunately, there is no bond and you will have to wait up to 15 days for Bay County to come pick you up. The reset date is June 17th to make sure you are transported there. And if you have any questions, please call the public defender's office. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Corrections, let's go back on the ones I passed that were not here. I don't even know who it was. Let's see. So it was Raymond Ruiz. Is he on Zoom?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Mr. Ruiz. I don't know why they won't accept a promotion and put your video on, but that's okay as long as you're there.
Want me to call the officer? They can't see me.
It's
1 minute, ma'am. They coming.
thank
That they can't see me.
you. Can't see him. You have to accept a promotion to a panelist correction so the video can go on. Anyway, Mr. Ruiz, you have an arrest warrant from Polk County, Florida. The warrant was issued May 7th of 2025. Failure to appear for pretrial regarding a driving with a suspended license. That bond is $4,000. You also have a failure to appear for no motor vehicle registration. That bond is $2,000. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Your total bond is $6,000. If you are able to post the bond, please do so at the TGK jail here in Miami. If you're 15 days.
Raise his hand. A box should come up.
If you're unable to post the bond, you're gonna have to wait up to 15 days for Polk County to pick you up. The reset date here is June 17th to make sure you either posted a bond or were transported to Polk County. All right, have a good day, sir.
So, ma'am, you said I do have a bond?
$6,000. Yes, sir. I just said it. $6,000 bonds. You can post it at the TGK jail here in Miami. If you don't have money for a bond, you'll have to wait up to 15 days for Polk County to pick you up. All right. Have a good day. What's going on with Mr. Devontae Fry? Is he there, corrections?
He's a pretrial judge.
Oh, we're in court here. Are they going to appear today? Miss Corey, I'm going to point in your office. It's a warrant from Broward with no bond for VOP. If you come.
Okay, Judge.
Reset is June 17th. We also have Maurice McKnight. I'm not sure why he was set. Wasn't he here last week?
I think he was here on a local case, Judge.
Oh, okay. So he has a warrant from Hillsborough County issued on May 22nd. I'm sorry, April 22nd. Has a bond of $2,500. What do you want me to try and get him in and tell him?
Yes, Judge. Oh, wait, let me promote him. Here he is. One moment.
Mr. Fry is here. Is Mr. McKnight here? Hi, Mr. Fry. Good morning, sir. You have a warrant from Broward County. It was issued on May 19th for violation of probation. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Unfortunately, there's no bond. You'll have to wait up to 15 days for Broward to pick you up. Usually it's a week. You shouldn't have to wait that long, sir. The reset date here is June 17th to make sure we're transported there. Have a good day.
Excuse me, now I was asking, this don't have nothing to do with Dade County?
No, sir, it's an arrest warrant for a case from Broward County. We know nothing about it other than that you have a violation of probation. You'll have to get to Broward and speak to the lawyer, your lawyer there, your judge there to figure out what it's about, sir.
So it's the same one that I had previously when I came in?
Excuse me?
Is this the same one that I had when I came in?
I don't know. The warrant was issued May 19th, so I don't know. You have to call your lawyer, call the public defender's office. All I know is you got a warrant from Broward that was issued May 19th, and it says violation of probation. So there's no bond on the warrant, and you're gonna have to wait up to 15 days for Broward County to come pick you up. The
If I pay my bond for Dade County that I have now, will they be able to expedite me there?
What'd you say?
I said, if I pay my bond for Dade County, which I have a $1,500 bond, will they be able to expedite me to Broward County?
So, sir, you're on our calendar because you must have paid that bond. You're ready to go to Broward. So they usually come once a week. You shouldn't have to wait that long. Do you have any other questions about the same thing that you keep asking me about?
Oh, no, ma'am, I was just confused because I just woke up this morning. I didn't even know I had court. That was all.
Right. So I guess because you paid your bonds here in your Miami case, you're ready to go. And because it's Broward, they usually come once a week. You shouldn't have to wait that long. So once you get to Broward, the judge there can give you
Corrections, can you confirm that his bond was posted? For Mr. Fry?
a break after this, my back.
I don't see it posted.
He said he posted it. Oh, no. Tell us, please tell us it's not so. I get my back is bothered.
He have a continuation on his felony on 7/28.
But did he post the bond though?
He said he posted it. Did you pay it, bondsman?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't see it posted. And 8768 corrections, do you see it posted? F25 8768?
I don't see anything is correct.
So why is he here then? And sir, I don't know who the bondsman is. You need to call them. It's not reflected on the jail card.
And Judge, he has a private attorney on his local case. Can you inquire if he can afford to hire an attorney?
Afford to hire an attorney on this warrant from Broward?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Fry, I'm not going to appoint the public defender's office. Call your private lawyer, call your bondsman. You're not ready to go to Broward until the bond is posted on the Miami case. So now that you're awake, you can try and reach out to your bondsman or your attorney and make sure.
Ma'am, Ms. Mindy, can you put an expedite on it so I can be able to leave faster, please? If you can.
Listen, I can't send, after we went through all that, I can't send you to Broward until the bond is posted on your Miami case.
Okay.
Judge, they RR'd him on his DVW, but he has a continuance on both of his felony cases. I don't show anything that's posted on the felony cases.
You got to post the bond on your felony cases, okay? I'm sorry. Once we'll bring you back here and we'll go through all this again, and hopefully you'll ask good questions and we'll find out you're really ready to go. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry about that. Okay, then. Do you have Mr. McKnight? Is he also there at pretrial?
McKnight is on the way, Your Honor.
I can't wait. I guess I can't. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, sorry about that.
Problem. Is the attorney here for the one? I forgot who it was. We're waiting on an attorney.
For Mr. Cueva, is the attorney for Mr. Cueva here?
Mr. Cueva back?
If they're here and they haven't typed their name in the chat, please.
If there's an attorney here.
No, his brother's trying to get in touch with him.
All right, so let's bring in Mr. Cueva.
Cueva? Mr. Cueva's present.
Hi, Mr. Cueva. So your family was so kind to hire an attorney, but unfortunately, I guess you didn't know you'd be here today. But I'm sure they'll reach out to them. They haven't yet. So you have the warrant from Orange County. It's no bond for possession of THC. So if your lawyer wants to reach out to Orange County and try and get you a bond, he needs to contact the state attorney's office here and let us know, or otherwise they're going to pick you up within 15 days. And if the judge in Broward agrees to a bond, we need to sign an order here saying what that bond is. So they can always pop back in, reach out to the state or call my office, okay? Right now, the reset date is June 17th to make sure you get transported to Orange County, okay? Have a nice day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anybody else I passed so I can get out with the regular calendar? Mr. Maurice McKnight? Why don't I take a break for 10 minutes and you can get him? I'll just stand here and wait. Tony, you want to cut the tape till they get in Mr. McKnight? Why don't I take a case at a turn for a private lawyer? I'll just pass it. Can I call up Natalia Rios? On page 1, there's a private attorney. Mr. Tapinis is here. Maybe you can bring her in. Sir, can you raise your hand on Zoom so I can promote you, Mr. Tapinis? Thank you. Good morning, ma'am. Ms. Rios, you were arrested for aggravated battery. Your attorney is here.
It's an aggravated battery with a Stanley Cup. She has no criminal history. I think they may be all family.
Good morning, Captain Estate. Can you announce and say hello to your client, please?
Morning, Judge. Ed Tapinis on behalf of Ms. Rios. Their family is 2 sisters. The victim is the aunt. There was an issue with the uncle. One thing that I do note in the A form, the officer made it a point to write that she intervened when the victim was on top of her sister. So this looks like it might be a defense of others type of situation, Judge.
I don't think they live together, correct?
No, they don't live together.
Okay. Is the victim's not here, right? Okay.
Not to my understanding, Judge.
All right, so that's the aunt. You are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Lysandra Bernadette Rodriguez. No contact with the alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. 1 second. Why is it domestic?
Because it's her aunt. They're related by blood.
No, she's related to the uncle, not to the aunt.
Maybe not.
But it doesn't say that here. It just says a protected party is spouse for, oh. Well, I'm not sure why it's domestic. It has to be somebody related by blood.
Oh, Judge, let me get you the actual definition.
Can I have a non-domestic stay away order, please? There's more restrictions when I sign a domestic one. That's fine. Thank you. And bring it up to Outfield to sign it. He did that over the weekend, right? No. No, it's me. These are mine.
Here's the definition if anyone wants to see it.
Appreciate it. Person related by blood or marriage, residing together.
So I guess if it's right, blood or marriage, so I guess they're related by marriage.
They're divorced.
Well,
they're divorced.
Well,
I'll do a non-domestic, don't worry. 1 second. So I'm going to enter a stay away order from the alleged victim, Lysandra Bernadette Rodriguez. No contact with the alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home, school, and place of employment at all times. And no contact with the victim, social media, or other electronic means. Do you understand the stay away order, ma'am? Yeah. Okay. What bond are you asking for, Mr. Tapinis? I guess there is probable. Stanley Cup's a pretty large item that could be could be used in a manner, it could be considered a deadly weapon, and I guess.
No, I agree with you, Judge. I'm not contesting that fact. I'm just contesting that apparently I don't know why the officer wrote and made a point that she got.
What bond amount?
What bond do you want? You want $1,500?
Yeah, Judge, can we do a $1,500 bond?
Yes, sir, we can.
Thank you, Judge.
You want pre-trial or no?
No, Judge.
$1,500 bond. Ma'am, you have a good attorney. Listen to what he tells you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
What was the bond, Judge?
$1,500. There we go. Make sure I did it right before that went out. Okay, next. Next are corrections. This is an attorney. Adrian Artiega, is there a victim on Zoom for this case? If so, can you please raise your hand so we can promote you as a panelist? Oh, I just want
Judge, can we pass Mr. Artiega for a moment?
Apparently I'm passing him. Corrections out of turn. Page 10, Sylvester Triplet. Good morning, Mr. Triplet. You were arrested for possession of cocaine and tampering with physical evidence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Is he eligible for pretrial? How long have you been living in Miami, sir?
About 47 years.
Only 47? But
that was good, Judge.
I think I came down here when I was like 21.
All right.
I've been working 47 years every day.
Now you're 68. You wait till you're 68 to get in trouble. So that's sort of cool.
Well, I probably got myself in trouble, but I don't trouble nobody else. I might have got myself in trouble.
You don't trouble till trouble troubles you, but maybe you need some drug counseling and maybe you can get into the drug court program. Pretrial services, alternate bonds. Count one. I'm looking for the pipe. Wait a second.
It says the small clear plastic bag was suspect cocaine, pipe with residue.
Okay, count one is 2,500. Count two will, oh, it's a tampering, no pipe. 1 minute.
Let me see. I don't know, maybe there wasn't a pipe. I think it was a bag with residue. Intentionally blew the bag containing the cocaine several times, causing the evidence to blow off the trunk.
Cap alternate bond, $1,000, count one, $1,000, count two. Have a nice day, sir.
Are we doing pre-trial or tap?
Why would it do tap? You got a place to stay,
Yeah,
right?
I thought you always said pre-trial.
Pre-trial. You got a pre-trial alternate $2,500. I said both? Yeah. Pre-trial. He has that.
Are you all confused, Judge?
Judge, can you repeat the bonds, please?
Pre-trial services, alternate bond, $1,000, count one, 1,000, count two. I know I did, but I lowered it because it's Russ. He blew it away, so whatever. Miguel, oh, look at Mr. Fry. I've been waiting for you all morning. Good morning. How are you? Not Mr. Fry, it's Mr. McKnight. Excuse me.
Yes,
Mr.
how you doing, Judge Manny?
I was waiting for you all morning, so it's
I've been, I done bonded out, ma'am. I done did the pre-trial thing. I done got everything, and then all of a sudden this pops up right after.
Right. So let me tell you, you got a warrant from Hillsborough County, Florida.
So where?
You got to listen. You got a warrant, an arrest warrant from Hillsborough County, Florida, by Tampa. And the warrant was issued on April 22nd of 2025. And the charge is petty theft, a felony petty theft. So I'm appointing the public defender's office for you. You have a bond and it's $2,500. So if you can post the $2,500 bond, you can get out of jail. But if you don't have money to pay that $2,500 bond, you're going to have to wait up to 15 days for Hillsborough County to come pick you up. So I'm resetting this case for June 17th to make sure you are either transported to Hillsborough County or to see if you bond it out. Do you understand?
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day. Good.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you hold this up? We're going to get later. Okay. Now we have Miguel Mera on page 11.
Do you have any family here?
A ver si hay algún familiar de Miguel Mera que está presente.
And well, corrections, you wanted me to call him. There you go. Good morning. Is this Mr. Mara? Do you speak English?
Yes, Judge, can we pass him for a moment to see if his brother wants to be present, Judge?
Okay, of course.
Thank you.
Next is Jonathan Fennell, page 11.
Added charge.
Good morning, Mr. Fennell. You are, as an added charge, you are arrested for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge and your bond is $7,500. Have a nice day. Now I guess we're ready on page 1. Oh, no, we're not yet. Why is this one? Mr. John St. Lot, he's back again. Another week, another case. So is he there? It's an added charge.
He's here, Judge. He's coming up.
Could be a burglary.
It is. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for petty theft, 2 or more convictions. It's from March 5th. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So he's stealing the victim's Amazon package from their porch. I'll find probable cause for petty theft, 2 or more convictions. You're ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Mary Vachito. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, victim's home, school, and place of employment. Stay away from 8865 Northeast 9th Court in Miami, Florida. Have a nice day, sir.
What's the bond, Judge?
$2,500. Okay, let's see. What do we have? 19 today? Pages. 17. I'm off by 2. Feels like 19. All right, now we have page 1. Vanessa Saavedra.
Just a 3rd-degree felony.
We have Mr. Aratega, who you needed out of turn for private attorney.
Who?
Number 31, Mr. Arteaga.
Oh, okay. Adrian Arteaga, is there family here? Who are we here for?
It's just me, Your Honor.
There's someone else here.
Bondsman.
Is there a bondsman? Oh, there's a bondsman here for him. That's why. We're doing. All right. So good morning, Mr. Arteaga. You were arrested for aggravated battery, conspiracy for throwing or shooting a deadly missile, battery, disorderly conduct. And it's this is from May 31st at the Dolphin Mall at the movie theater. Can you afford to hire an attorney?
Yes.
Did your family hire an attorney for you?
I think so.
So they're not here. Do you work? You're 20.
Yes, I do.
How much you make a week?
It varies. I do sales for restoration, so it just depends purely on how much I want to work.
Well, I don't know. Can you afford to hire a private lawyer?
If I think they are planning to do a public attorney or
I'm appointing the public defender's office for you. Let me review.
There's some issues, Judge. We can talk about it. He threw a wet floor cone into a movie theater crowd. And he threw it at a 7-year-old child.
You did a kid's movie, Lilo and Stitch.
Yep. So the issue is going to be,
Miss Corey, is this a hospital case by any chance?
so Judge, the issue is going to be whether or not the cone constitutes a deadly weapon. In terms of the deadly missile throw, he threw it into the theater, but he wasn't like throwing it at a building or a conveyance.
But it was an occupied theater, which is a structure.
The
It's just a
then,
plastic cone. Does not appear to be any sort of a deadly missile.
I mean, it depends how heavy it is. There's FPC on the disorderly.
It's not gonna kill you. It's gonna hurt. Depending on where you get hit, maybe you'll get a bruise. It's not gonna be pleasant, but it's certainly not a deadly missile, Judge. It's a plastic cone.
That's a jury question.
Judge, it's one of those like plastic rubber cones.
It's a heavy plastic material. Obviously, it hurt a 7-year-old child and an adult.
I'm not saying it's not going to hurt to be hit by something. What I'm saying is, Judge, it's not a deadly weapon.
Are there any victims here that want to be heard? If so, you need to raise your hand on Zoom and I'm happy to promote you.
Right, so it's a stone or other hard substance which would produce death or a great bodily harm.
I think it comes down to a jury question, whether or not it could cause great bodily harm.
And then the statute talks about at, within, or into any of the following, so I think it would qualify.
All right, sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victims, Laura Blanco de la Portilla, Santiago Saldarriaga, Alejandro Pabon Rodriguez, and that 7-year-old child whose initials are MS. No contact with these alleged victims, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home and school and place of employment at all times. You are also ordered to stay away from the Dolphin Mall. That includes the movie theater, but the entire Dolphin Mall you are ordered to stay away from. It's at 11401 Northwest 12th Street in Sweetwater, Florida. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Corey, I understand your argument. Per se, a wet floor plastic cone, a yellow wet floor plastic cone is not per se a deadly weapon. However, it depends on the manner it's used. And throwing it, and I don't know the force that he used to throw it, but it struck a couple of people in a movie theater who are watching a cartoon, a children's movie. So that comes down to a jury question. So is there probable cause for an aggravated battery? I'm not sure, State.
I don't want to do child abuse, battery.
Abuse would be the better charge. Count one, I'm going to find probable cause for child abuse. It's a $5,000 bond.
Judge, would you consider any sort of program from Mr. Artiaga? I see no prior record.
He has a
It looks like he was having a panic attack.
You know what? I'm sorry he's having a panic attack. People have a right to go amongst their business and go to a movie and not be assaulted and attacked in there. And there's a bondsman here for him as well. So count one is $5,000. Count two, State is charged with throwing a deadly missile. I don't know if there's probable cause.
Yeah, you don't want to find an assault on that one?
Okay, count two, I'll find probable cause for an assault. That's going to be a $500 bond. Count three, there's probable cause for battery. That's a $1,000 bond. And count four, there's probable cause for disorderly conduct in an establishment. That's a $150 bond. So, sir, you do have a bondsman here. The bondsman will get you out of jail. Just make sure you stay away from the victims and also Dolphin Mall, and hopefully you can get whatever medical help you need to receive so that you avoid something like this in the future. Have a nice day. Good luck to you. Okay, next is Vanessa Saavedra on page 1.
Right, 3rd degree felony grand theft.
He has a whole claim of creation, Judge.
Not 11, and we're starting page 1. Hi, Miss Saavedra. Good morning.
Spanish.
You were arrested for grand theft, it says, causing a riot or by an unauthorized alien.
A little.
So, Mr. Felipe, you gotta make sure the microphone's on. We can't hear you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Caballero, está usted acusado de hurto mayor y también de causar un escándalo.
So she's stealing somebody's purse at a club or restaurant.
Stealing what?
Purse.
Purse.
Está usted, aparentemente está usted acusada de haber robado carteras en este club o en este restaurante.
Third degree felony. Grand theft, Judge.
There's probable cause for grand theft, a third degree felony. It was a purse valued at cost $5,000.
Porque era una cartera que tenía un valor de costo de $5,000.
So I can't read your handwriting. What is this name of this bar?
Name of the bar. It's in
Bar to Candela. You're ordered to stay away from Bar to Candela
Tienes que mantenerte alejada de ese bar, el Bar Tu Candela,
at 901 South Miami Avenue in Miami, Florida.
en el 901 de la avenida South Miami en Miami, Florida.
You're not allowed to go to that establishment, and you must stay away from there.
No se le permite ir a ese establecimiento y tiene que mantenerse alejada de ese lugar.
How long have you lived in Miami?
I think she's got an ice hold by corrections.
¿Hace cuánto tiempo ha vivido en Miami?
Does she have an immigration hold?
He has a nice hold, Judge.
Okay. Since I think it should be a higher bond. She stole somebody's $5,000 purse. State, what bond do you want?
$2,500 to sign.
All right, $2,500 bond. Have a nice day.
La fianza es de $2,500. Tenga buen día. Y tiene una retención de inmigración.
Next is Zoila Cruz, page 1.
This is an added charge.
Thank you.
Right, she's in on an AC.
You don't want.
She speaks English.
Good morning, ma'am. You were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Did she have a hold? She was out.
But she's got an AC.
Oh, okay. There's probable cause for the charge. A bond's $1,000. Have a nice day. Next is Asia Davis. Page 1.
I think she has some family here. Let me see if the alleged victim's here. Right, the victim's here as well, Judge. So Ms. Morgan, if you want to talk to the judge, just write in the chat, raise your hand, let us know.
Good morning, Miss Davis. You were arrested for strong arm robbery. It's from August 23rd of 2024. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So I'm sorry, you said there's somebody here?
The victim is here, but I don't know if she wants to speak. And it also looks like the defendant's got some family here as well.
Ma'am, you are ordered to stay away from Sheena Morgan, the alleged victim. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times. And stay out of Tropical Park at 7900 Southwest 40th Street, Miami, Florida. Do you understand the stay away order?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. He has no priors. On that state. You want me to set a bond of $5,000?
That's fine, Judge.
$5,000 bond. Have a nice day. Next is Camilla Heyer.
I think the victim may be present. Sir, if you're here, can you raise your hand on Zoom, Mr. Heyer?
Judge, Ms. Hire is present. She indicates she
Good
has an
morning, Your
attorney.
Honor.
It appears it's Daniel Izquierdo. I do not see him logged in.
Okay. Private attorney is Daniel Izquierdo.
She has a phone number for him.
What am I, the secretary?
305 707 7345.
Okay. He's usually here. All right, we'll give him a call. Do you want me, let me pass it a moment. Maybe Renee would be kind enough to contact him.
Also,
Renee?
if the victim witness coordinator is listening, if the victim wants to talk to the judge, he's got to log on.
Is this the case? Yeah.
The lady said something at the beginning that I missed.
We pass it. All right, next we have Yaneli Herrera.
Should be a structure. No
Ms. Herrera
prejudice.
is present. Looks like no prejudice.
You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied structure, it says, or conveyance with prejudice. I doubt there's prejudice. And also resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Looks like somebody's logged on Chi bail bonds.
Okay, let me take a look. So she's stealing money from inside the laundromat. There's surveillance footage. There's a camera everywhere. You're 18. Camera everywhere. You cannot do anything bad ever because there's going to be a camera that captures it. Anyway, there's probable cause for burglary to the unoccupied structure. What's the resisting? Let's see.
Took off running.
But she gave the money back.
But they're still trying to arrest her.
Would you consider reduced bond, Judge? And I see no prior convictions or justification.
All right. So you are ordered to stay away from the laundromat at 5700 Northwest 2nd Avenue in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that laundromat and you must stay out of there. I'm setting a bond count 1, burglary to the structure. I'll set it at $2,000 and count 2, resisting an officer without violence at $500. Have a nice day. Next is Bernice Turner.
Yes, we'll change it.
Okay, thank you. When you have a chance, we can go back to Miss Camilla Hire. Thank you for calling. Page 2. Good morning. This is Miss Turner. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, battery, and criminal mischief. Oh, it's from yesterday. I will. Oh no, it's let's say the 2nd. It's from May 31st. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. right, so there's probable cause for the charges. Ma'am, you are ordered, is the victim here or no?
I don't believe so.
I'm not sure why it's marked domestic.
Not
I
domestic.
think I gave you both stay away orders.
You don't
live
with me. He
No.
does not live there, Judge.
I just got one.
I filled out a. Okay.
I don't see
All
it
right.
on there. Not,
Okay.
that's
Not my kids graduate. Judge, both of her kids are graduating today. One's graduating from Pearl on the road. He's one at 12 and one at 6.
You ain't gonna get there, either one probably.
In addition, Judge, Ms. Turner has no funds for a bond.
She does live with them or she doesn't?
She doesn't, he does not live with her.
Okay. All right, ma'am, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim whose initials are DEC. No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means, and you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim's home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the stay order, ma'am?
Yeah.
Thank you. Corrections, why didn't you make the calendar yesterday? He has to spend an extra 2 nights in jail, an extra night in jail. What happened on, she got arrested the 31st, wasn't that?
It's a while to bump.
She didn't get booked until the first.
He got booked on the first, Judge.
But it's
because they didn't sign the arrest form until June 1st. So she was actually arrested right before midnight. But by the time she got booked, it was sometime yesterday.
So they don't, okay, I understand. All right. Do you have any priors? Oh, yeah.
So you want to do level 3 house arrest?
I don't know. Look at the prior.
Judge.
But this is violent.
I would ask if you would consider ordering her into pretrial.
I see a prior withhold for AGBAT. Prior.
Yeah. Does the victim live in the same home with her?
I don't think so.
What is the
Her
address?
name is Corey. No, and I don't believe they live together.
What is the address you show for the victim on the back of
In
yours?
Miramar, so no.
All right, she has old priors. I'll give her pretrial. But I don't
Go over
think-
state's objection.
I don't think they're gonna get you out in time. So because of your drinking or jealousy, you're now not gonna get to go to your graduation. And I'm sorry for you. You're missing that important milestone. Maybe it's a clue. Don't drink. Or stay away from the victim. I'll give her pretrial. That's fine. The corrections, if you can do anything to get her out quicker, I don't know. Can you help her out? Maybe she can get to a graduation. Pretrial alternate bond. Count 1 is. I'll set count 1 at $5,000. Count 2 battery is $1,000, and count 3 criminal mischief $150. Have a nice day. Do you want a phone? You got a phone number to maybe they can expedite things here? Anybody to call?
Yeah. Number 305-813-9840.
Who's that?
That's my daughter.
What's her name?
Amis Davidson.
Davidson?
Davidson. Amis, her first name.
Amis Davidson. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Thank you, y'all.
So I did that. I'm looking for this one. Next, the Cali. I'm sorry. Let me call back Ms. Heyer, please. What did I do? Hi, Ms. Heyer. How are you? Mr. Isquierda says he hasn't been retained. My bailiff called his office. He hasn't been hired yet. So do you have money to pay for a private lawyer? It says you don't work.
Yes, I do. Yes.
You want me to reset the case in the afternoon to give you a chance to hire a lawyer?
No, thank you.
You want me to proceed now without a lawyer and you'll hire one at a later date?
Do I have a public defender lawyer?
Not if you can afford a private one, you don't qualify. You can either waive a lawyer's presence and I'll set a bond and you can get out of jail, or I can reset it in the afternoon and you can try and contact an attorney to come to court if you want a lawyer here with you.
No, I'm just looking for the bond, please.
Okay.
There was an Oliver.
I was told the victim wanted to appear.
He was here. I don't see him logged in now.
Okay. Is Oliver hired here? No. Do you want to have your victim witness coordinator reach out to see what's going on, if he wants to stay away with her?
Sure.
All right. Let me just see. Let me look.
Right. So Judge, I don't see any criminal history, but they have to try and keep it together for the sake of their kids.
100%. Yes, 100%. My husband works, and the kids are on summer vacation now, so we will have a proper time sharing now put in place, and we will swap over accordingly.
Well, let me see if he comes into court if he wants a stay away order.
He now has another apartment, so we can just share the main house.
I'm just looking for probable cause.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so I guess it would technically be probable cause for the charges. So let me just pass it, see if the husband wants to come in. Next case is the Kelly Gardner, page 2.
Maybe tap.
Ms. Gardner, you were arrested for petty theft, 2 or more convictions. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. All right, so there's probable cause for what? Let's see. History, multiple convictions. There's probable cause. You are ordered to stay away from the Walmart store at 3200 Northwest 79th Street in Miami, Florida. So you're not allowed to go to that store and you must stay away from there. Tap expires out of county. You're okay with tap?
Yep.
Tap alternate bond, $2,500. She has an address. Right? She doesn't need a date?
She has an address, yes. Thank you.
Nice day. Next is Nelson Pena, page 3. Good morning, Mr. Pena. Do you speak English?
Morning, señora jueza.
English or Spanish?
Español.
Spanish,
Yes, please.
Yes.
Good morning. You were arrested for possession of cocaine, 2 counts, indecent exposure, and resisting an officer without violence.
Entonces usted fue acusado de posesión de cocaína, 2 acusaciones, y además también fue acusado de resistir a un oficial sin violencia y también de haberse expuesto indecentemente.
No, ROR count 2, Judge.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Se le asigna un abogado de oficio para que lo represente.
Why am I doing that? He's at
Or count 3 rather. They charged him with
I'm sorry.
yeah.
So, attorney is not assigned, Your Honor?
No, I'm sorry, sir, you are ordered to stay away from the apartment building. Isn't it 6860? You wrote 6960.
I think I was, let me say. It says witness parked in front of 6960.
It's
I don't know.
Rest location. All right. You're ordered to stay away from 6960 Byron Avenue in Miami Beach, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that apartment building. You must stay out of there, sir.
Tiene usted que mantenerse alejado por orden de la corte de ese edificio 6960 en la avenida Byron de Miami Beach. No puede acercarse.
Setting a bond, it's going to be count 1, possession of cocaine is $2,500. Count 2 is an ROR.
Entonces, la primera acusación de la cocaína son de $2,500 y en la segunda acusación libre bajo palabra
Count 3, indecent exposure is $500, and count 4, resisting an officer without violence is $500.
$500 por haberse expuesto indecentemente y $500 más por haberse resistido a un policía sin violencia.
Have a nice day.
Tenga usted buen día.
Next is Joaquin Nunez, page 3. He's out on bond, hold for F257015.
Joaquín Núñez. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Good morning,
You
sir.
speak English?
Good morning, Your Honor.
We're arrested for 2 cases. One is attempted threats or extortion and attempted criminal mischief from May 18th of 2025. And the second case is possession of a controlled substance, trespass, and resisting an officer without violence. That's from yesterday. And I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So I need a review for probable cause. I mean, there's probable cause for the charges on the F25-11188. Anyway, sir, I'm ordering that you stay away.
Judge, I'd ask you to find no,
I can't hear you.
no probable cause.
Okay.
Essentially, a lawyer says, you know, we can settle this claim this way, or I'm going to file a lawsuit. I think that that's no different than saying, these are the allegations. This is what I think the case is worth. I'm asking to settle it this way, and if not, I'm going to be filing a lawsuit.
Is he a lawyer?
What he's saying.
I'm not even on that case. I was talking about F25-11188. He had
Well, that's a different case.
he had 63 round orange pills marked 30 that are consistent with a 30 milligram amphetamine called Adderall. It's a controlled substance. The label's written off the partially torn off the pill bottle. He's on the property that they kept telling him to leave, and then he's resisting because what did he kept refusing to leave, so he was placed under arrest. I'm not sure what the resisting is.
Well, he was told to leave and he wouldn't. That's resisting. It's also trespass.
But I don't know, whatever. All right, also. Count, stay away from the Puppy Steak business at 736 First Street in Miami Beach, Florida. You're not allowed to go there. You must stay away from there. On this case, F25-11188, it's going to be $2,500 bond, count 1. Count 2 is, pardon me, trespass after warning is $500. In count 3, the resisting charge will be $1. He does have that hold for the division judge tomorrow. Now let me look at the other case and I'll be happy to listen to your argument. This goes back to May. Oh, I guess, so he's first, on May 18th, he sent a demand letter to the restaurant, the Poppy Steak restaurant. He then, I don't know what defendant outlast, should that have been attached, an unauthorized U-lock mechanism to the lock of the front doors of the business, disrupting the normal flow of business, not allowing employees to enter or leave. They had to contact a locksmith to professionally remove the lock from the business. That cost $300. So an employee received a demand letter he wrote. It said Poppy Steak ruined his life because of an incident that when he worked there in 2019. And he just stated he demanded $6 million. And he's giving them an opportunity to pay in 20 years, pay it out in 20 years. $1 million up front, the rest in monthly payments. for 20 years or 5 million total paid up front. So it's sending a demand letter. So it's not going to be having dragged into any embarrassing legal issues. Well, I feel like I'm back in civil court. Okay. It gave him 45 days to accept or decline the offer. The business management felt that was a credible threat, and it was an attempt to extort the restaurant. Also, after placing the letter inside the restaurant and locking the front door, validated their belief that it was a legitimate threat. And so that happened, I guess, on May 18th, and then I don't know. He entered the business and began to argue with the employees of the restaurant, and they asked him to leave. He refused. And then he was arrested by officers on scene for trespass after warning. So go ahead, Ms. Corey, you're arguing that he's making a demand letter?
It's a demand for something he thinks he has a legal claim to, and he's making an offer to try to resolve it within the next 45 days. And if it's not resolved, then he's intending to file a lawsuit. I mean, it's really no different than an automobile accident, or something happens with an automobile accident, somebody offers to settle it. When they make an offer and say, this offer is open for the next 45 days. If you want to accept, you accept. If not, we're going to be filing a lawsuit. That way, to pre-clog the system. I mean, he's willing to.
But there's no record of him ever being employed at the restaurant, and he locked the front door of the restaurant, which caused, I guess, people were scared. So I think based upon the totality of the circumstances, there is PC for the attempted extortion, and he's not a lawyer sending a demand letter.
It doesn't have to be a lawyer to do that.
But both of you are not reading what it says here. He admitted, he stated he was attempting to extort the business for money because he deserved the money for them supposedly filming him inside the restaurant when he worked there.
Well, Judge, we don't know if there's no quote to it. So if the police officer wants to use the words extort and rephrase, we don't know. There's no quotations behind it.
But it's more than just sending a letter. He actually went to the location. He locked everybody inside of the restaurant.
They have no record of him even ever working there. So I believe there is probable cause for an attempted threats or extortion. And there is probable cause, as a criminal mischief, it should be false imprisonment. He put a lock on the door and locked him in. So count one, the attempted threats or extortion is $2,500. Count two, there's probable cause for false imprisonment. That bond is $2,500. Stay away from the Poppy Steak Restaurant in South Beach. Have a nice day. You'll see your judge tomorrow. Luis Gonzalez, page 4. Is somebody keeping an eye here? If any victims come in, we can call them up.
Looked.
Hmm?
Good morning.
Sir.
Morning.
For driving with a suspended license as a third or subsequent conviction, I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Thank you.
There's probable cause for the charge. Our pretrial services alternate bond $2,500. No driving unless you have a valid license, sir. Have a nice day. Next, Tyra Natalie, page 4.
Judge, Mr. Adderley has 3 bench warrants, traffic. He will go over the jail arraignment next.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Adderley. You were arrested for driving with a license permanently revoked. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I don't know what the state wants. He has old priors. I don't 62. Pretrial services, alternate bond, $2,500. No driving unless you have a valid license, sir. Have a good day.
Judge, my issue is all the bench warrants.
Well, they'll have to deal with that there. The no drive order. Next, we have Sergio Camacho.
Mr. Camacho is a violent felony offender special concern. He has 3 probation warrants. F2.
Go ahead. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer, petty theft, false information to law enforcement, possession of drug paraphernalia, and obstructing a law enforcement officer. I'm appointing the public defender's office for you. You're also out on probation for 3 cases. There's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow. So let me review for probable cause.
The language he used is inexcusable, but I'm not sure if it arises to an aggravated assault or threats on law enforcement.
So he's stealing $58.58 of merchandise from Publix. They go to issue him a trespass warning. He gives a false name, or does he get the right name? Miguel Mena. That's not his name. Yeah, his language is pretty atrocious. Okay, so sir, you are ordered to stay away from the public supermarket at 601 Northwest 2nd Avenue in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there, sir. Do you understand? He has a probation hold anyway. Count 1, I don't know if it's no aggravated assault. Is it threats to law enforcement?
Yes, I believe so.
I don't think it is, Judge. I mean, it's inappropriate language. It's in.
So then does your honor want to find resisting
Not a
with?
threat.
Besides saying that N-word, he made threats of bodily.
I'm gonna lynch you, N-word. That's a threat to law enforcement.
Lynch that F-N. We can use our imagination of what that means.
It's not clear who he's referring to, Judge, whether it was an officer or anybody else.
All right, count 1. It's assault on a law enforcement officer. The misdemeanor. So count 1 will be $500. Count 2, there's probable cause for petty theft, $150 bond. Count 3, there's probable cause for resisting without violence for the false name, that's $500. Count 4, possession of drug paraphernalia, there's no nexus for the
I'll
drugs.
take $1. $1 is fine.
4. And count 5, obstruction, that's the same thing as the resisting. Do you want an R or $1?
$5 is fine.
Dollar count 5. Have a nice day, sir. Next is Pedro Gonzalez on page 4. Hi, Mr. Gonzalez. Do you speak
Spanish, please? Spanish.
You were arrested for burglary to an occupied conveyance and battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Está usted acusado de allanamiento, de entrar a una estructura y también de agresión.
It's a burglary with a battery.
So it's a traffic accident at the airport and he reached into the victim's vehicle and punched the victim in the face.
Porque tenía que ver con un accidente en el aeropuerto, que usted entró al vehículo y le dio un puñetazo a la persona en la cara.
Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Isidra Guerrero.
Tiene usted que mantenerse alejado de la víctima, Israel Guerrero.
No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No puede tener ningún tipo de contacto ni comunicación con la supuesta víctima, ni directamente, ni indirectamente, ni a través de ni escribirle, ni por teléfono, ni tercera persona.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home, school, and place of employment at all times.
Y en todo momento se tiene que mantener alejado de la víctima. No puede estar a menos de 500 pies de distancia de donde viva, de donde trabaje y de donde vaya a la escuela.
Sir, how long have you lived in Miami for?
Caballero, ¿hace cuánto tiempo vive en Miami?
12 años.
12 years.
I'll set the bond as follows. Count one is $7,500 for burglary to an occupied conveyance, and count two, battery is $1,000.
Entonces, para la primera acusación de haber de haber entrado en el automóvil son 7,500 y la otra 1,000.
Count one, 5,000. He has no priors. He says he's lived here 12 years. I don't know, state.
Fine, Judge.
I'll make count one $5,000. Count two is 1,000. Have a nice day.
Ok, le redujo la primera acusación a 5,000 y la segunda acusación a 1,000. Tenga usted buen día.
William Vasquez Medrano, page 5.
May qualify for pretrial.
Spanish interpreter, please.
Morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of crack cocaine and possession of cannabis.
Usted fue arrestado por posesión de crack cocaína y también de marihuana.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Se le asigna a los abogados de oficio para que los representen.
There is probable cause for the charges.
Y si hay motivos fundados para las acusaciones.
Yes, he has priors, old priors. You're okay with pretrial or no?
Yes.
Pretrial services, alternate bond, $2,500, count one, ROR, count two. Have a nice day.
Entonces, sí, tiene usted libertad condicional a través del programa pretrial. De no ser así, la fianza sería 2,500 en la primera acusación y en la segunda, libertad bajo palabra.
My next Jonathan Lopez, page 5.
And we can recall higher because I'm told the victim doesn't want to log on.
Okay, recalling Miss Camilla Heyer, page 2, when you choose.
And then I'll ask the victim witness coordinator to work on Mara. I think Ms. Corey was trying, but I'll see if they can work on it.
And then he wants a stay away order. So I'm entering a stay away order from Oliver Heyer, the alleged victim. No contact with him, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And no contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school, and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. And you must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. I guess.
Right, so I think they've got a divorce proceeding. They can take up these issues with the judge and family court.
Court regarding time sharing, okay? Have a good day. Oh, I said a bond, sorry. There's probable cause for the strong arm robbery and battery. She has no priors. What'd you take her? The camera. He wears a camera on his chest to document, I guess, what goes on. Count one, strong arm robbery will be $2,500. Count two, battery is $1,000. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Next is Jonathan. Is he Jonathan Lopez or is he next? Who's next?
Added charge.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Mr. Lopez.
I think corrections, he was on house arrest.
Does it really matter if it's an added charge? I appreciate
It's not
it.
really an added charge because he should see the judge if he violated his house arrest by picking up a new offense.
He has a hold.
Not if it was added.
He got arrested yesterday outside the jail, so it should be a hold, okay?
Correct.
But you don't have to say it, I know. There's a hold.
But corrections said it was added, but it's not really.
Okay, no worries, it's all good.
It's fine.
Sir, good morning. You were arrested for burglary to an occupied conveyance and grand theft. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So I need a review for probable cause. Okay, I believe there is probable cause for the charges. You gave me 2 stay away orders, Miss F.
I think it's not
It's not domestic.
right.
So, sir, you are ordered to stay away from Maya Roden, the alleged victim. No contact with her, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home, school, and place of employment at all times. No contact with her through social media or other electronic means. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So I'll set a bond. He does have that out on felony bond hold for F-24-6989 and F-24-10260. So count one is strong arm burglary to an occupied conveyance. I'll set it at $5,000. Count two is grand theft. That is $2,500. Have a nice day. Next we have is Daniel Ramos. Good morning, Mr. Ramos.
Speak English, Mr. Ramos?
Yes.
Thank you.
English good?
Yes.
So you were arrested for like 2 cases. You refused yesterday. So it's a petty theft, 2 or more convictions from May 28th. And then a second case for petty theft, 2 or more convictions from May 28th. And I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I need a moment to review for probable cause. So the first case is F-25-1128 that I'm reviewing. It says the victim says he's always stealing stuff from the store, and they have him on video. You are ordered to stay away from the DGX store. You are not allowed to go to that store, DGX, and you must stay out of there. It's located at 115 Northeast 2nd Avenue in Miami, Florida. So stay out of that store. I'm setting a bond in this case. It's going to be $2,500. Then the other case is F-25-11127. Police stealing beer. How come you wrote Red Apple Market? Oh, that's.
I
it says,
Googled the address and that's where it was.
stay away from the Red Apple Market at 115 Northeast Second Avenue in Miami, Florida. This one says dollar store, so which
I
one
think
is
that maybe that's the name of the dollar store. I don't know.
it?
I
Oh,
don't want to cross that and write dollar store. That's fine too.
I'm sorry, it's a dollar store. And they gave me the victim's name too, Daniel Rodon. Is that the victim? I'll just use the stay away one. I don't know. So what is it, the dollar store?
Let's Google map it. Hold on.
Probably TGX is probably Dollar General X. I don't know. The corporate name.
I don't know.
I think it's Dollar General.
No, here, Judge, I think this is it actually. Hold on. Let's see. Maybe it's Apple, but that says 113. This is 115.
What is that? DGX store?
This is Red Apple Market. I don't know, Judge. Just dollar store is fine.
Okay. Red Apple Market?
Yeah.
Okay, stay away from the Red Apple Market at 115 Northeast Second Avenue in Miami, Florida. The bond on this other case is also $2,500. Have a nice day. Next is Latavius Graham, page 6. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for 2 cases, armed possession of cannabis and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So there's probable cause for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. It's a $7,500 bond. And then the other case is armed possession of cannabis. He had 15 grams of cannabis. You want an ROR, Miss Corey, or you want
But it's
$1?
armed. Judge Jonas said a $500 bond.
And ROR is fine.
For 15 grams of cannabis? ROR.
So overstates objection.
Okay. There's probable cause. Next is Manor Brew Swillus on page 6.
Maybe tap.
Okay.
Mr. Brew Swillus is present. He speaks English.
You were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Acusado de posesión de cocaína y de base.
He speaks English and he has a place to live.
Okay.
Good. Tap alternate bond, $2,500. Do you want a date or no? It says homeless on here. Why don't I give him a date? Your arraignment date is July 2nd at 9 a.m. Courtroom 7-3 before Judge Young. Have a nice day. Next is Anthony Bennett on page 6.
Corrections, what happened on the bench warrants?
On the bench warrant, he was given tap alternate 500, alternate 1,000, and alternate 150.
Maybe tap on this.
Who's working today? Who's doing jail arraignments today?
Judge Capote.
Okay, fine. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession of THC. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Are you okay with tap and state?
That's fine.
Tap alternate bond, $1,000. I'm gonna give you a date to come back to court for the felony. You're gonna have a.
Here's an address.
Oh, he does?
You got tap on the misdemeanors. I don't know why.
Well, they told me to let you know that I was home.
Tap alternate bond, $1,000.
Never mind, Judge, we need a court date.
The arraignment date will be July 2nd at 9 a.m. Courtroom 6-4, Judge Benzer. Have a good day. Next is Ibrahim Castillo, page 6. Is this a tap case too?
He was released from prison April, requesting a bond.
Good morning, sir. You are arrested for possession of crystal meth, a controlled substance. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. That's okay. What was he in prison for?
Let me see, 1 second.
That looks too good. Oh, you sure?
Here we go. So he was released April 11th. It was for, looks like a lot of thefts, resisting with violence, bat Leo.
All right, this isn't violent. I'll give him tap alternate bond, $2,500. Sir, you're going to have to come to court for your arraignment on July 2nd at 9 a.m. Courtroom 7-4, Judge Milton Hirsch. Have a nice day.
It's over state's objection.
Okay, thank you. Next is Marcus Mons on page 6. Good afternoon, Mr. Mons. You were arrested for battery on a law enforcement officer, 5 counts of resisting an officer with violence, and loitering or prowling. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You are also out on felony bond. There is a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow for case F255972. Do I need to review for probable cause?
So it should just be 1 count of with.
He's trying to open, I'm surprised they didn't charge him with attempted burglary. He's trying to open somebody's car up. All right, so I'm finding probable cause for the charge. Count 1. It's battery on a law enforcement officer. That's a $5,000 bond. Count 2, there's probable cause for resisting an officer with violence. It's a $2,500. You know what? I'll do 1 with and 1 without, or do you want just 1 with?
Whichever, Judge.
Miss Corey, we'll do 2.
Judge, what's interesting is this looks like this is Mr. Mond's house.
Okay, but he's trying to open up somebody's car up there. That's
Well,
not
it doesn't mean he didn't have permission, Judge.
Count 2 will be $2,000. Count 3 is $500. Was it 4, 5, and 6? 4, 5, and 6 is ROR. Count 7, the LMP will be $1. You'll see your judge tomorrow. Have a good day. Tremaine Dice, page 7. Good morning, Mr. Dice. You were arrested for trafficking in alprazolam or Xanax and possession with intent to sell a controlled substance. 11 counts. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So state, can you, Ms. F, can you traffic in alprazolam?
No, I mean, he's got a whole pharmacy going on, but you cannot traffic in Xanax.
Okay. So we had possession with intent to sell Xanax would be the correct charge?
Yes.
Okay. What about count 2, this possession?
He's charged with 11 counts of the second charge, 1 for each.
Is it possession of a prescription drug without a prescription, maybe?
Yes, because I'm not familiar at this point with what each pill is and if it would qualify as a narcotic.
Okay. So count 1, there's probable cause for possession with intent to sell a controlled substance. That's
Judge, Miss Riggins is his mom. So it looks like he had his mother's medication.
Yes,
The Xanax, though, didn't have a label.
Don't they only issue that with 30-day quantities?
Right, right. So it says the orange pill bottle of Xanax without a label. The other stuff may have had his mom's name on it.
Given the fact that he doesn't have any prior convictions for drugs, I will take got animal cruelty, ag assault, and a Leo. That's from 2013. Okay. I'll take, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. The Xanax didn't have it. All right. I guess I'll give him retrial. Give him a break. Is he a signal? No. What? You're old. Huh? There's no sale priors. Pretrial services, alternate bond, I'll set count 1 at $5,000. And then count 2 through 12. What do you want me to do, $1 each? Miss Corey, what do you want on that? 150?
That's fine, Judge.
Pretrial's overstates objection.
Each count.
Pretrial also than $1, Judge?
No, count 1 is 5,000, 2 through 12 is $1 each count.
Is that with pretrial?
Yeah, with pretrial, yeah, pretrial. It says the person whose name's on the pills is his mother. So if they'll figure it out, they'll sort it out. And if he'll still face a felony charge if he's not truthful. Right now we have Jesus Andino Lindo.
Spanish, please.
Thank
Morning. You were arrested for aggravated battery on a pregnant victim and criminal mischief.
Está usted acusado de agresión a una víctima que estaba embarazada y también de malfechoría.
Can't hear you.
You're muted, Judge. You're muted on Zoom. It's not the mic.
Can I just shut down and redo
I can
it?
hear you now.
Oh, is it working now? That's nice. Yeah, something happened. It froze and shut down and then went on again. I didn't touch anything, but I'm sure Tony will blame me. I'll take the. They said it is? All right, so sir, let's try this again. There's probable cause for aggravated battery on a pregnant victim and criminal mischief.
And now the interpreter's muted.
I keep trying. There's something wrong here. Would you repeat that, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
There's probable cause for aggravated battery on a pregnant victim and criminal mischief.
Si hay motivos fundados en lo que se refiere a la agresión a la víctima que estaba embarazada y también de malfechoría.
So I'm entering a stay away order from the alleged victim, Cecia Elizabeth Kublo Martinez.
Entonces sí estoy poniendo una orden de alejamiento en lo que se refiere a Cecia Eligia Kuble Martínez.
No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No puede haber ningún contacto con la supuesta víctima, ni directamente, ni indirectamente, ni a través de escrito, ni por teléfono, ni a través de tercera persona.
And no contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means.
Y no puede haber contacto con la víctima a través de medios sociales ni a través de otros medios.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim's home and school and place of employment at all times.
Y tiene que usted que mantenerse alejado a no menos de 500 pies de distancia de la víctima en todo momento, sea su casa, su lugar de empleo o donde vaya a la escuela.
Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs.
No puede usted involucrarse en ninguna actividad delictiva ni involucrarse en nada que tenga que ver con drogas ilegales.
Not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition.
al igual que no puede usted usar, tener, portar ningún tipo de arma de fuego ni municiones.
You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court.
Tiene usted que entregar, si usted tiene alguna arma de fuego, municiones o permiso de portar armas, tiene usted que entregarlo inmediatamente a la estación de la policía más cercana y traer ese recibo a la corte.
You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail.
Y solamente puede regresar al lugar donde usted tenía sus cosas en casa de la víctima. Una vez, tiene usted 48 horas desde el momento que sale de la cárcel.
You must be accompanied by a police officer
Pero eso sí, solamente si es acompañado por un policía,
so that you can retrieve your personal clothing, health items, medication, personal and business related paperwork, and work tools.
y solamente puede ir para que usted pueda recuperar lo esencial, como por ejemplo la ropa, cosas, medicinas para la salud, cuestiones que tienen que ver con papeles y documentos y herramientas de trabajo.
If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Y si usted llega a ir a la casa de la víctima y se queda ahí, o si va sin un policía, puede usted ser arrestado. ¿Ha entendido la orden, caballero?
Okay.
Sí.
Yes.
Count one, battery on the pregnant victim is $7,500. Count two, criminal mischief is $500. Have a nice day.
Entonces, la primera acusación es 7,500 y la segunda es de $500. Tenga buen día.
Next, we have Ms. Julia Charis on page 8. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for an attempted armed robbery with a deadly weapon and aggravated battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So you're out on bond. There's a hold for F22-22030A. So the victim goes to Jackson, who had a gunshot wound to his left hand. This happened inside the Mana Fresh Food Market on 7th Avenue and 33rd Street. So it says that Mr. Charis asked the victim for money. Victim refused. He became agitated, produced a silver and black handgun, demanded everything the victim had. The victim grabbed the firearm. There was a struggle, and the firearm discharged, striking the victim in the left hand. He then pointed the gun at the victim again before he fled. He knows the defendant for several years, and he was able to point him out and identify him. There's probable cause for the charges. So you are ordered to stay away from, you didn't give me the victim's name state? You don't have it?
Let me see if I have it. It should be Hector Gerena, Gerena.
Thank you. So you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Hector Gerena. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school and place of employment at all times, and stay away from the Mana Fresh Food Market at 3203 Northwest 7th Avenue in Miami, Florida. So he's out on bond. He'll see his judge tomorrow. Count one is attempted armed robbery with a firearm. That's going to be a $25,000 bond. And count two, aggravated battery. That bond is going to be $15,000. Good day, sir. Next, we have Richard Squartino at page 8. Did you want me to, correction, did you need me to address Marcus Mons? Count one, battery on a law enforcement officer is $5,000. Did I miss one? 5, 6, 7. Count two, resisting an officer with violence is $2,000. Count three, resisting an officer without violence is $500. Oh, I wrote 5,000. That was the problem. 500 for count three. 4 and 5 and 6 are ROR each, and 7 is $1.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Richard Scortino is there. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for retail theft with a prior conviction. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Should it be petty theft with a prior conviction? I think so. He's stealing packages and items. They're taking packages out of their items at Walgreens and helping himself for that, not paying. You are ordered to stay away from the Walgreens store at 1695 Northwest 20th Street in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there. He has a conviction from May 21st for trespass.
Mr. Scortino's asking if you would consider releasing him on his own recognizance. He's scheduled for surgery on the 5th, June 5th.
And then my teeth on the 10th. You're supposed to put my teeth in. Please, I never miss court, never ever in my life.
State what you have an objection. I'm not gonna
He's got a conviction from a couple weeks ago, requesting a bond.
He has Broward convictions as well. Bond's $2,500. Good day, sir. Stay out of that Walgreens. Next is Boulevard Ismail. Page 8.
Dwellings and petty theft. Packages again.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for 2 cases. You're charged of burglary to an unoccupied structure. One is petty grand theft of a curtilage and the other is petty theft. One's from August, one's from April. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So we'll start with F25-11183. It's from April 25th. It should be burglary to an unoccupied dwelling. Count 2. He's stealing packages from the curtilage. So this charge, it's a 3rd-degree felony. You are ordered to stay away from the victim, Catherine Della Flor. No contact with that alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim's home, school, and place of employment at all times. Count 1, burglary to the unoccupied dwelling, is $5,000. Count 2, grand theft of the curtilage, will be $2,500. Also, stay away from the victim's residence at 112 Northeast 50th Street in Miami, Florida. Let me look at the other case. The other case, you're ordered to stay away from Amanda Radar, the alleged victim. No contact with that Ms. Radar, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And stay at least 500 feet away from the home, school, and place of employment. Stay away from her residence at 151 Northeast 45th Street in Miami, Florida. Count 1, burglary to the unoccupied dwelling, will be $5,000, and count 2, petty theft, is $150. Have a nice day. Next, we have Alexander Alvarez. Good morning, Mr. Alvarez. You were arrested for grand theft of a vehicle, aggravated battery, and resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for grand theft of the vehicle, aggravated battery. He steals the victim's truck or van.
I
Well,
don't know if there's a value on the van though.
what?
I don't know if there's a value on the van.
Oh, it's a third-degree grand theft of the vehicle. It's a Mercedes. That should be a Mercedes Sprinter. That's gonna be a lot. Then count 2, the aggravated battery. He drives away, striking the victim with the mirror. And count 3 is resisting without. Let's see. What the resisting without is, let me see. Oh, he refused. He started running when the officer tried to stop him, I guess. Stay away from the alleged victim, Oswald Gonzalez Suarez. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And no contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. You must stay at least 500 feet away from his home, school, and place of employment at all times. Also stay away from the Chevron gas station at 7400 Northwest 36th Street in Miami, Florida. I'm setting a bond as follows. Count 1, it's probable cause for grand theft of third-degree felony. I'm setting that bond at $5,000. Count 2, probable cause for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, $7,500 bond. And count 3, resisting without violence, is $500. Good day, sir.
Count 3, Judge.
$500. Next is Rodolfo Ricardo, page 9. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession.
Spanish.
Arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Caballero, está acusado de posesión de cocaína y también posesión de artículos de droga. Se le asigna abogados de oficio para que los representen.
There is probable cause for the charges.
Y si hay motivos fundados para estas acusaciones.
Cap alternate $1,000, count 1, and $500, count 2.
Entonces, también va a poder estar en libertad bajo la supervisión del programa TAP. De no ser así, va a ser $1,000 de fianza para el primero y 500 para el segundo.
You are ordered to go to court for your, I'm going to give him TAP alternate bond, $1,000, count 1, $500, count 2.
Entonces, en la primera acusación puede salir en libertad bajo de supervisión de TAP. De no ser así, es la fianza de $1,000 y $500.
You are ordered to go to court for your arraignment on July 2nd at 9 a.m., courtroom 25. Have a good day.
Tiene que ir a la corte el 2 de julio para la lectura de cargos a las 9 de la mañana. Tenga buen día.
Next on page 10 is Colby Castor.
Judge, on his traffic, he was given straight bond, $1,000 on 2 and $150 on the other.
Okay. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for it says attempted fleeing and eluding at a high rate of speed. It's not an attempted, it's a completed fleeing and eluding at a high rate of speed, openly carrying a weapon. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. He's fleeing from the police at a high rate of speed because it looked like two collisions. He crashed into a tree and he had a firearm on his car, openly displayed. I'm setting a bond. Count 1 is $7,500. Count 2, openly carrying a weapon, is $150. Good day, sir. Next is Terrell Roll, page 10. Good morning, Mr. Roll. Sir, you were arrested for driving with a license permanently revoked. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. It's been revoked since 2012. No driving, sir, unless you have a valid license. Look at the free trial services, alternate bond, $2,500. Have a nice day.
500, Judge?
$2,500. Probable cause, no drug order. All right, next is Pradler Volmar, page 10. Morning, sir. You were arrested for burglary, attempted burglary to an occupied dwelling, 2 counts of attempted burglary to an unoccupied conveyance, 1 count of burglary to an unoccupied conveyance, criminal mischief. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. No, this is at 5:40 in the morning. He's trying to get into the victim's home with her young child. This is all on video. He's pulling the plug from the electric vehicle that was charging. He damaged the cord and the connectors. Then he goes across the street to somebody else's home and goes in there and locked Mercedes-Benz. Ransacks the interior of that vehicle, stole somebody's baseball cap. Then he tries to go into the officer's car and he's taken into custody. Okay. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victims. Maria Centeno in her home at 5715 Southwest 56 Terrace in Miami, Florida, and Leon Herzl in his residence at 5720 Southwest 56 Terrace in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to those locations. You must stay away from there. You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home and school, and place of employment at all times. Count 1, attempted burglary to an occupied dwelling, $7,500. Count 2, there's probable cause for 2 counts of attempted burglary to the unoccupied conveyance, $2,500. Count 2, $2,500. Count 3. Count 4, burglary to the unoccupied conveyance, $2,500. Count 5, criminal mischief. I didn't see a value. That's $150. Good day, sir. Next is Miguel Boza, page 11. Is he here or is he refusing?
He refused, Judge.
I think he refused over the weekend.
So it's he refused once over the weekend. Let me review for probable cause. So there's probable cause for the charge. Reset it for the afternoon. Next is Luis Gonzalez, page 11.
Refuse, Judge.
It's an added
We'll waive it.
charge he refused over the weekend. The victim's name is Pierre Altador.
You want to accept the appointment?
Yeah, yes, Judge, we'll accept. Mhm.
There's probable cause for the charge. Appoint the public defender's office. Waive presence bond is $2,500. Then we have on page 12, Gino Villanueva.
Also refused.
We'll waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office. Waive presence. There's probable cause for the charge. $2,500 bond. Appoint the public defender's office. Waive presence. Next is David Roll.
Also refused.
No, there's probable cause for an attempt. It looks like attempted burglary with assault or battery. No,
Not clear that if at the time he was able to stay, this is back from November.
it says but attempted. What were you saying?
It's not clear if he had permission to be in the house during that time period in November.
An attempt is fine.
Attempted burglary with an assault or battery. You want to appoint? You want to accept the appointment? He gets a bond. I'm going to deny the motion for pretrial detention. You want me to? It's a third refusal, Ms. Corey.
It's a third refusal? Okay, we'll do it then.
All right. So there's appoint the public defender's office. Waive presence. Is he here on something else or not? Just this
An
one?
added charge. He's been on.
Grand Theft Auto.
I'll set the bond. This is from when?
November.
All right, I'll set it November. I'll set the bond at, what do you want, 5,000, 7,500?
5,000's okay.
$5,000 bond. Okay, thank you. Next we have is Natalie Garan, page 13.
Offender refused.
He refused for it. It's a battery by detainee Ms. Corey. He refused.
We'll waive his presence, Judge, but it looks like it's defense of others. Looks like he sees victim Gonzalez involved in a fight.
And he runs over to punch the victim. He refused to stop by. There's probable cause for the charge. I'll set the bond at $1,500. Appoint the public defender's office. Waive presence. Next is Lazaro Capote Pena.
Defender refused.
We'll waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office. Waive presence. So it's another battery by detainee. There's probable cause. Bond's $2,500. Next, we had Rui Mota.
Defendant refused.
We'll waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. Petty theft, 2 or more convictions, he's stealing meat. Meat from Publix.
Actually, oh no, he's out on felony bond.
This probable cause. Bond is $2,500. What about the one I passed? I don't know why I passed it.
Try to get in touch with the family that's with the victim who's autistic.
We weren't able to get anybody to answer the phone. I don't know if the state was able to get.
I tried to.
Does he know a number for them?
He has the mom's number and the brother's number.
Did your office call or no?
We tried earlier.
You want me to reset his case for the afternoon and see?
Yes, please.
Let me reset Miguel Mera for the afternoon. I'll make a preliminary finding of probable cause. All right, we have Terry McClinton on page 15.
Defendant refused.
We'll waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. It's a battery by detainee. He's the defendant is primary aggressor. What do you want me to do? Set a bond?
Fine.
$1,500. Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence, $1,500 bond. Probable cause is found. Next, we have Jamal Bowden.
Defendant refused.
I think this is the third corrections.
Yes.
Yes, Judge.
Appoint
We'll
the
waive his presence.
office. What do you want to waive presence, Ms. Corey?
Yes. Yes, we'll waive his presence.
The deadly weapon. There's probably he's trying to hit people at the bottle at Sky Lake Mall. Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. Bond on count 1 is $7,500, and count 2 will be alcohol container, $1. Appointing public defender's office, waiving presence. Almost done. Abdul Anthony, page 16. Let me guess, you refused?
You, Judge.
The victim is Elias Cruz.
Ms. Corey, you want to accept the appointment?
Yes, we can accept the appointment. Corrections, what does he have on the other battery on detainee case? The 8935.
I'm setting a bond at $2,500. They're fighting over Little Debbie cakes.
Those are good if they're chocolate with the cream.
I'm a reformed chocolate eater, so oh my gosh, yeah, they are good. Okay, 2,500. Next we have is Charles Barrios.
Barrios refused.
We'll waive his presence.
The tampering is blocking the camera.
What do you want the bond on that, Mr. F?
1,000.
Okay. So for Mr. Charles Barrios, there's probable cause for, was it battery by detainee and attempted tampering with evidence? Let's see. Count 1 will be $1,500 and count 2 will be $1,000. Next, we have Tonius Clark, page 17.
Refused.
Third refusal. Victim is Mohammed Ben Halima, BenHalima.
So we start the battery by a detainee on another detainee.
We'll waive his presence.
There's probable cause for the charge. Bond is $2,500. Page 17, we have Samuel Thomas.
Defendant refused.
We'll waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. Let me review. So, let's see. There's probable cause for the charge. Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence, bond of $2,500. Then the last case, Jason Dyer Mitchell, page 17.
Defendant refused.
We'll waive his presence.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. Okay, there's probable cause for the charge. Appoint the public defender, waive presence, bond is $2,500. That now concludes our morning calendar. What time would you like to begin? 12:30.
1:30?
1:30 sounds nice to me.
Sounds good.
That gives me time to do my walk, right? Is that okay, Ashley? Thank you. We'll be in recess until 1:30. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to Felony First Appearance Hearings. I am Judge Mindy Glazer. I will be presiding today. The video for first appearance hearings has been played to all defendants. I need everybody to please stand up, raise your right hand, and be sworn in by our clerk. Let me promote the interpreter. All right.
What? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say I do.
Juro o afirma que el testimonio que darán será la verdad, solamente la verdad y nada más que la verdad. Díganlo hago.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Gracias, tomen asiento.
Sir, interpreter, raise your right hand at this one, please.
Do you swear that you will well and faithfully interpret from English to Spanish, Spanish to English, the questions asked and the answers given to the best of your abilities, and that you have such?
I do not put in benefit a certified con interpreter.
Thank you. If there's anyone here for a case on Zoom, please type the defendant's name in the chat room.
Si hay alguien aquí para un caso que esté en Zoom, por favor escriban en el chat el nombre de la persona.
Thank you. Let's begin. Can you attorneys and notes please state?
Nessa, as on behalf of the state.
Good afternoon.
And I know the paperwork's not there. Hopefully somebody will pick it up soon. Sorry.
Rebecca Corey, Assistant Public Defender. Good afternoon. Can you make me co-host, Judge?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to accept the promotion. Okay, got it. All right, the first case is Chandria Fowler, page 1.
Correction, she's a fugitive.
Yeah. What is that? What are you under?
Okay, I'm sorry. She's a fugitive from Broward County. Total bond is no bond.
And I did a stay away order from the mall.
Good afternoon, ma'am. You are arrested for 2 counts of fraudulent use of personal identification, conspiracy for organized scheme to defraud, grand theft, and 2 counts of fraudulent use of a credit card over $100. And I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I don't know if there was a value for the items.
It was 1,660, and I think that's between Bloomingdale's and Macy's.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So ma'am, you are ordered to stay away from Aventura Mall at 19501 Biscayne Boulevard. You're not allowed to go to Aventura Mall, and you must stay away from there. Do you understand? So count one, there's probable cause for fraudulent use of personal identification. It's $2,500 bond count one, $2,500 count two. Count three, conspiracy for organized fraud. There's probable cause for that, $1,000. Count four, grand theft. There's probable cause for that charge, $2,500. And count 5 and 6, fraudulent use of a credit card. So count 5 will be $2,000 and count 6 will be $500. So you'll see I'm sorry, you have a warrant from Broward. If you post the bond on here, then you'll be on. Does she have a bond on that or no?
No bond on Broward.
So once you post the bond on this case, you'll be able to be transported to Broward for your Broward warrant. Have a good day. Next on page 1, we have Morales Escandel.
Spanish interpreter, please.
Good afternoon. Ma'am, you were arrested for burglary to an occupied dwelling and grand theft. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So it should be an armed burglary. The firearm is missing out of the state.
Hold on.
Ma'am, you are ordered to stay away from the victim's home at 821 West 50th Street in Hialeah, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there.
I don't have the victim's name, so I just did a stay away order from the address.
I just read it.
The defendant's got a 31-day sentence from last month.
I would find no probable cause for the grand theft of the firearm or an armed burglary. There's nothing indicating Mrs. Scandell was the one that took the firearm. They're not indicating that they found her with it. Or if there's anybody else that was in the house at another time and then left. It's nothing, it's not clear, Judge.
State.
I think there is probable cause. I guess Mrs. Corey is saying the victim was gone for a few days, so theoretically somebody else could have broken in before she broke in. I think it's a little bit of a stretch.
Count 1, burglary to an occupied dwelling is $7,500. Count 2, grand theft of the firearm, $2,500. Have a good day. Stay away from the victim. Next is Heidi Ramirez, page 1. 2 cases.
She lives in Palm Beach. I don't see any criminal history.
Judge, I'm sorry, we're missing a Spanish interpreter.
Oh, we
And
need
in Spanish. I just realized that after.
Where'd it go? Hello, Mr. Benavides, you there? What happened to the interpreter?
Do not see him.
He was here. Okay, un momento, por favor. Necesito un intérprete para usted.
Yes.
Okay, while I'm waiting, I'll pass it. Heidi Ramirez, does she speak English or does she need an interpreter?
She speaks English, present.
Good afternoon, ma'am. You were arrested for 2 cases. One of them is battery on a law enforcement officer, and the other case is battery on a law enforcement officer. I will appoint, actually, can you afford an attorney, ma'am? I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So she's drunk at the, what's it called?
Casaya
Center. There's probable cause for battery on the security officer on F-25-11204. And on the other case, let's see. So she also punched the officer in the side of his cheeks, punching everybody at the Casaya Center. I'm sad. She shouldn't drink alcohol because she was drunk, I think, or inebriated. What do you want me to do? She have priors?
Nothing I'm aware of, 2,500 each case.
That's generous. He kept punching them.
Mr. Ramirez works as a server. Would your honor be willing to consider any sort of reduction so she can afford to post it?
500 each count. It should be 5,000 each case. If you want her to stay away from the Casaya Center, maybe
I prefer to stay away from, yes, Judge.
Stay away from the Casaya Center at 601 Biscayne Boulevard in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that location. You want to stay away from there, ma'am. Have a nice day.
And that was 1,000 each case, Your Honor?
$2,500 each case. Next is Tequetta Willis, page 1. Good afternoon, ma'am. You were arrested for burglary with an assault or battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
The state did file a motion for pretrial detention and the victim's initials are EA.
Okay, so ma'am, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim whose initials are EA. No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means, and you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home, school, and place of employment at all times. There's probable cause for burglary with an assault or battery. I'm
Did you
gonna
look when she knocked at the door that the other gentleman that was staying there answered the door?
But the victim yelled at her several times to leave.
It's from May 27th, Susan. It says she pushed her way into the home. There's probable cause for burglary with an assault or battery. I'm granting the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing. It's no bond. You'll see a judge tomorrow, and that judge will set a final hearing on the state's motion for pretrial detention. Good luck to you, ma'am. Next, we have Sergio Morales on page 2.
Your Honor, can we pass Mr. Morales? He's in jail arraignment.
Okay, who's next? Can I have it, please?
And Marado Jose, he's in jail arraignment as well as Mr. Peters. We can start with Mr. Grant.
Okay. So calling up Lance Grant. Good afternoon, Mr. Grant. You were arrested for possession of a firearm, weapon, or ammunition by a convicted felon, carrying a concealed firearm, fleeing and eluding a police officer, and trespass on property. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charges. Count one, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon is a $7,500 bond. Count two, carrying a concealed firearm is $2,500. Count three, fleeing and eluding a police officer, and he's on a bike, $1,500. And count four, that's a trespass on property with a weapon and a firearm. That's a third-degree felony. I don't know. What do you want me to set that at? $1,000 for count four. Have a good day, sir. Was there a stay?
Count five.
Oh, there's a count five. Resisting without is $500. Miss F, did you provide a stay away?
No.
Okay, have a nice day, sir. Next is V. Herman.
On out.
Then we have Raul Puig, page 9. Page 3. Sorry.
Judge, I'm sorry, Mr. Grant, he can afford maybe a maximum of about $9,000 bond. Is there any way you could reduce it to?
Can I see his paperwork? Wait, Renee. Oh, sorry. I don't know. 75. Okay. Count one is 7,500. That doesn't give me a lot to work with. Count one will be $7,000. Let me see. Count two, carrying a concealed firearm. Count two, carrying a concealed firearm will be $1,000. Count three will be $500. Count four will be $250, and count five is $250. I think that equals 9,000. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Raul Puig, he's out on bond, hold for F-2590.
Mr. Grant.
Thank you for having a blessed day, young.
They're having it. Let me see his, I don't have priors. Did he have a lot of recent priors for Mr. Grant?
Mr. Grant had prison sentences.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Puig. You were arrested for 3 counts of possession of a controlled substance and 1 count of possession of burglary tools. Also, possession of cannabis, loitering or prowling, possession of drug paraphernalia, 2 counts. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
So I think it's marijuana, Viagra, and crystal meth.
Okay.
And then he's got several lock picks. There's also a pipe.
Well, it's going up to somebody's home taking a TV. All right, so count, yeah, he's out on bond. There's a hold for F-259099. Count 1, 2, and 3, possession of a controlled substance. $2,500. Count 1, $2,500.
One of them is marijuana, right? So 2,500 for the crystal meth.
I know, that's why I said 2,500. Isn't it? He has other ones. There's sildenafil.
That's the Viagra.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So count 1 is $2,500. Count 2 will be $500. Count 3, $1. Oh, that's the cannabis is over there. Sorry. Count. What's the other one?
I think those are the only substances I saw, unless I'm missing something.
He has crystal meth, marijuana, 3-shaped Pfizer pills. I don't know what that is. An unknown controlled substance. Okay, count 1 will be $2,500. Count 2 is $500. Count 3 is $1. Count 4, possession of cannabis is $1. Count 5, loitering.
Count 4 is burglary tools.
It is?
Yes.
Count 4 burglary tools is
No
$2,500.
indication of a burglary, Judge.
That's L&P, and he has the lock picks on him. People don't walk around with lock picks unless they're looking to unlock something without a key. So count 4 is $2,500. Count 5, possession of cannabis is $1. Count 6, loitering or prowling is $150. Count 7, drug paraphernalia is $500. Count 8, ROR. Have a good day, sir. Next, we have the interpreter's back. If you want to recall the female, Marlene Escandal, please.
Apology, Your Honor. I got disconnected.
No worries. Good afternoon, ma'am. You were arrested for burglary to an occupied dwelling and grand theft of a firearm. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Buenas tardes, señora. Usted fue acusada de robo a un lugar ocupado y también un robo mayor de arma de fuego. Le estoy asignando a usted los abogados de oficio.
So I'm finding probable cause for the charges.
Hay motivos fundados para las acusaciones.
You are ordered to stay away from the victim's property at 821 West 50th Street in Hialeah, Florida.
Se le ordena mantenerse alejado de la propiedad de las víctimas en el 821 West de la 50 calle en Hialeah, Florida.
And your bond is $7,500, count 1 for burglary, and count 2, the grand theft of the firearm is $2,500.
Tiene usted entonces una fianza en la acusación número 1 de $7,500, la del robo, y la otra del robo, gran robo de un arma de fuego, $2,500.
Have a good day.
Tenga buen día.
On page 4, Reynaldo Farina Gonzalez.
Spanish, please.
Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and domestic battery by strangulation.
Buenas tardes, señor. Usted fue arrestado por agresión con agravantes, con un arma mortal y también estrangulación.
So for count 1, there's probable cause count 1 for aggravated assault. Count 2, battery by strangulation. There's only probable cause for battery.
Hay motivos fundados en la primera, que es agresión con agravantes, y en la número 2, que es agresión con estrangulación, solamente hay motivos fundados para agresión.
So, sir, no contact with the victim, Dayami Molina,
No puede tener contacto con la víctima, Dayami Molina.
either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
Ya sea de manera directa, indirecta, en persona, por escrito, por teléfono o a través de terceros.
No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima, ya sea con redes sociales o cualquier otro medio electrónico.
You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times.
Debe mantenerse alejado a 500 pies de distancia, por lo menos, de la víctima, lugar de empleo, de estudios o donde la víctima se encuentre en todo momento.
Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs.
No puede entrar en ningún tipo de actividad ilícita, usar o poseer ningún tipo de droga regulada.
Do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition.
No puede usted llevar con usted, comprar, poseer de ninguna forma ningún tipo de armas, armamentos o municiones.
You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court.
Usted debe entregar cualquier tipo de armas o armamentos o municiones o un permiso para portar un arma escondida al departamento policíaco más cercano y dar un recibo de haber hecho esto al tribunal.
And sir, you may return. You have to go to the victim's home to get your personal belongings?
¿Vivía usted, señor, o vive con la víctima? Para que usted recupere, necesita recuperar sus pertenencias de esa casa.
Does he have to go to the victim's home to?
Tiene que ir a la casa de la víctima, señora, usted a buscar sus pertenencias.
Nosotros vivimos en la calle, nosotros no tenemos casa.
We live on the streets, we don't have a house.
Right, do you understand the stay away order, sir?
¿Entendió usted la orden de alejamiento, señor?
Sí.
Yes.
Count 1 is ag assault with a deadly weapon, that's $5,000. Count 2 battery is $1,000. Have a good day.
En la acusación número 1, agresión con agravantes con un arma mortal, $5,000 de fianza. Y en la número 2, la de agresión, $1,000. Tenga buen día.
Next case is Paul Rocha, page 4. Good afternoon, Mr. Rocha. Do you speak English?
Yes, Judge.
Sir, you were arrested for possession of a controlled substance called heroin, possession of cocaine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So there's probable cause for the possession of cocaine.
Wait, I'm not sure I saw the heroin.
I don't see heroin.
Okay.
Any objection to that? Or pre?
For the notice pretrial.
Is eligible for pretrial? Pretrial services, alternate bond 20. Count 1, there's no probable cause, so it's released outright. Count 2, possession of cocaine is $2,500. And count 3, possession of drug paraphernalia will be $500. Have a nice day, sir. Next is Eleventh Robles Matthews, page 4. I want to wait to see if I can. Sure. You got him there?
Spanish interpreter, please.
Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Buenas tardes, señor. Usted fue arrestado por posesión de cocaína. Voy a asignarle los abogados de oficio para usted.
So public defender's office is appointed. There's probable cause for the charge.
Oficinas de los abogados de oficio, entonces queda asignada y hay motivos fundados para las acusaciones.
Do you have an objection to TAP?
TAP's good.
¿Alguna objeción para TAP? No, TAP está bien.
Bond $2,500. So you have to come to court for your arraignment on July 2nd at 9 a.m. Courtroom. I don't know the courtroom.
For Errol Rodriguez, I have 2-7 written down.
I'm sorry. What is it?
2-7.
Courtroom 2-7.
Señor, entonces le ponemos el programa TAB y una fianza alternativa de $2,500 y usted tiene que regresar para su lectura de cargos el 2 de julio a las 9 de la mañana en la sala del tribunal 2-7.
Have a nice day.
Tenga buen día.
Now we have. What happened to these others? I did it already. Rodolfo Gabriel. No, he's next. Rodolfo, is he next? Who do you have? Mitchell. Mitchell Brown's after. Rodolfo Gabriel should be next. And then Mitchell Brown. There we go. Yeah. Abel Nunez Best. I'm sorry, Rodolfo Gabriel. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied conveyance, resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Is it a? Yeah, he broke into somebody's car and got their, is it book bag? There's probable cause for the charges. State, what is his priors? I don't know.
Locally, there's a 364 in 2020 for a strong arm robbery. The defendant also has priors at a Monroe County, there was a probation violation in 23. He was sentenced to 166 days in 23.
I'm setting a bond. Count one, burglary to the unoccupied conveyance is $2,500. Count two, resisting without is $500. Do you stay away from that location?
I didn't do it.
Southwest First Avenue, Miami, Florida.
Judge, would you consider tap it off for Mr. Gabriel? He does not have for a bond.
Because he refused to identify himself, he's not a good risk to come back to court. I need to stay with her, please. 999 Southwest First Avenue, Miami, Florida. Next is Abel Nunez Vasquez, page 5.
Bond out.
Thank you. Nixon Brown. Hi, Mr. Brown. Good afternoon. You were arrested for carrying a concealed firearm and possession of cannabis. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Let me see. So there's probable cause for the charges. Why do I have a stay away order? Oh, there's another case also, excuse me. Aggravated assault with a firearm and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. That's from June 1st. All right, so let's see. So if she doesn't know him, he's in his home, armed. Isn't that like an armed burglary?
Judge, I don't believe this is her yard.
Oh, okay. So, sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Adriana Ramos. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. Stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, their home, school, and place of employment at all times. Count one, aggravated assault with a firearm, is $5,000. And count two, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, that's $7,500. Have a nice day.
Judge, can I have 1 second?
Okay.
So there's a bondsman here for Miguel Mera. I don't know if the family's the one that reached out to you. If so, do you want to see if they're able to log on? Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, next is we have Patrick DeLoach, excuse me, Patrick DeLoach. Let me see that last one. Oh, no. So, hi, Mr. DeLoach. You were arrested for carrying a concealed firearm in possession of cannabis. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Any objection to pretrial? There's
He did, I don't know, she got off of probation last year for, looks like felony possession.
All right. You have money for a bond, sir?
Yes, Judge.
If he's high all the time, it's not really safe for him to have a gun because he could make a bad decision.
All right. Count one will be $2,000 and count two. ROR. Have a good day. Malcolm Brooks, page 6.
Corrections, he's a fugitive?
Yes, he's a fugitive from Jefferson County, Florida. Total bond for driving my license suspended is 100. He posted the bond on that, but he still have 2 civil writs of bodily attached, cash purge of 2,500 and one for 1,500.
Those cash purges are local?
It doesn't indicate where.
Okay, okay.
It has to be from here because it has a case of,
Mr. Brooks, you were arrested for aggravated assault with a firearm. It's from January 16th of 2025. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There is probable cause for the charge. You are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Andrew Mungai. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home, school, and place of employment at all times. So the bond will be $5,000. Have a nice day. Miguel Mara, is the victim here, or we need me to pass it, continue to pass it?
The bondsman's here, it looks like.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mirror was taking back the, Metro West.
Let me pass it, see if anybody comes in. Miguel Boza, is he here or is he refusing?
Still refusing, Your Honor.
Now this is the third refusal.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence, there's probable cause. Bond is $5,000.
I'm sorry, Judge, which case is that? I'm sorry.
Boza.
Boza, I raised it on a $5,000 bond. The victim had their Louis Vuitton bag taken. Okay, so Wayne Dillon, page 6.
He's at Word D, Your Honor.
Your Honor, please review. Also, the defendant's out on felony bonds. Case number F25-4556. If the clerk can please verify.
F25-4556.
Correction, you said Ward D?
He's at Ward D. Let me review. I'll make a preliminary finding of probable cause and reset it for tomorrow. Is he out on felony bond F25? He's out on bond hold for F25-4556. What's this one? Sergio Morales, is he there? What page does he have? Oh, page 2, page 2. He's out on bond hold for F22-1905C, I think it says. Good afternoon, Mr. Morales. You were arrested for a couple of cases. Let's see. Oh, no, 2 cases. This is somebody else. So one of them is armed possession of oxycodone, and then you have another case for armed burglary with an assault or battery, armed robbery with a weapon, and armed grand theft. That's from May 30th. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I need a moment to review for the probable cause.
Your Honor, on that PB F22-1905C, he's being held no bond on that.
Is it a strong arm? I don't know. Let me see. I didn't get that one. No, I heard the rack. He heard defendant rack and slide the gun. Said he was going to kill him. Yeah, there's probable cause for the charges F25-11197, count 1 and count 2. Let me look at the armed grand theft. There's probable cause for, isn't that an F3? Armed grand theft. I guess that becomes a second-degree felony. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim whose initials are TB. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home, school, and place of employment at all times. As to count 1 and count 2, I'm granting the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing pursuant to Florida statute 907.041. I'm holding you with no bond on count 1, armed burglary with an assault or battery. Count 2, armed robbery with a deadly weapon. And count 3, armed grand theft will be $7,500. The other case, you'll see a judge tomorrow, and that judge will set a final hearing on the state's motion for pretrial detention. And the other case, possession of oxycodone. There's probable cause for the charge. The bond is $2,500. All right, have a good day, sir. All right, stay away with it. Did everybody stay away with it? Yes. Okay. Oh, I'm done. Do you have Sean Peters on page, I think it's 2 or 7, yeah, page 2 at the bottom?
He's here, Your Honor. He has an open traffic. He'll be going to jail arraignment next.
Sir, good afternoon. You were arrested for 2 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer, 1 count of resisting an officer with violence, and failure to obey, the failure to obey a police officer's down in traffic court. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So there's probable cause for battery on a law enforcement officer. Is it the same officer or 2 different?
It says,
Oh, no.
right, there's 2.
Okay, count 1 is $5,000, count 2 is $2,500. And count 3, resisting an officer with violence, be $2,500. Have a good day. All right, so let me address Mr. Miguel Mera. Where's the bondsman? Where's the bondsman? Right, bondsman? So can the bondsman for Mr. Mera tell me if the family wants to come in?
Your Honor, when we done, can we take Mr. Amarato? He needs to go to jail arraignment as well.
Joshua and Amarato on page 2.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. So you were arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So there is probable cause for the charges. Count 1, possession of cocaine is $1,000. Count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500. And you have a hold. Since you're out on felony bond, you'll see Judge Gamis tomorrow for case F255756. Have a good day.
1 was $2,500, correct, Your Honor?
1 is $1,000, 2 is $500. It's residue. Okay, so for Mr. Mera.
Well, I think we have to reset Mara anyways because.
Get him, but can the bondsman get somebody in court, the brother in court? There's probable cause for the charges. Reset tomorrow, NBC, who's not here.
Can we promote the bondsman?
I tried to, they didn't want to answer. What can I do?
Right, if you can accept.
I said allowed to talk. Who am I allowed to talk now? Can the bondsman respond? Are you able to get the victim to come in or the victim's mother? He's an adult.
I've been trying to call both phone numbers, Judge, during the break, and they're both busy.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna reset them tomorrow as NBC. Reset it tomorrow, maybe you'll have some better luck. Can the right bondsman respond? I don't know. Whatever. Okay. That's it. Have a nice dry afternoon.
No.
We're not done. In-state warrants. Woo. Okay.
Who would you like first, Mr. Osby or Mr. Simon?
Whatever order they come in the calendar.
Then we'll go with Mr. Osby.
All right, Stephen Osby is a warrant from Hillsborough County.
Mr. Osby is present. I heard back from Nikki Bradford, who's a case processing manager for the child support program in Tampa with the Department of Revenue. They're indicating that $300 is sufficient for release, but they're asking for an additional $300 to be paid within 30 days of his release, as he has not paid in over 2 years. So Mr. Osby is amenable to that.
Yes,
He has provided me with his address update, and he does have an apartment number, which I need to add. And then I'm asking Your Honor if you would be willing to modify the cash purge to $300 cash.
Yes, ma'am. $300 cash purge.
And that's an order to follow, which I'll provide you.
Follow, reset 617. Sir, make sure to make all those payments so they don't issue another warrant for you. Have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am. Y'all have a nice day.
Then we have, who's the next one?
The next one is Nathaniel Simon. So we heard back from Assistant State Attorney Eddie Evans from the Leon County State Attorney's Office. They are asking for a $50,000 bond on this one count. It's one case with multiple counts, so it's a bank fraud count, which is a second-degree felony. They are asking for $50,000 for that one. For
You
the
want
first count.
me get a better deal out over there with the judge. You want them to pick you up?
I can't hear
Do
her.
you want to post the bond or you want them to come pick you up?
I want to post the bond.
So what's the total bond? $70,000?
Yes.
You got that kind of money?
70,000 or 10%?
10% of 70 is 7,000 cash, I guess. I don't know if they're gonna want more since you don't live here. You live in Georgia. They may want more. If you don't post the bond, you should go sometime this week.
I'm trying to post the bond.
Just Corey privately a second and she'll explain it.
So it's 70,000, Your Honor?
I'm waiting to hear. It's gonna be 50,000 count one. I don't know. Do you want me to adjust it, Miss Corey, or no?
I would ask if Your Honor would reduce it somewhat. I mean, it's a second-degree felony.
I'm not touching it. It's, I don't know anything about the case. He's involved in some type of a fraud.
Okay, he prefers to try to post a bond, Judge, if you would just do the
50,000 count one, and the other bonds remain the same.
So it would be a total of 70,000. And his address on the arrest form is correct.
Okay.
Provide you with the order in a few moments. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Resets June 17th, order to follow.
Your Honor, can I have the breakdown, please?
Of course, count one will be $50,000. Counts 2, 3, 4, and 5 are 5,000 each. All right, that's it. We're all done, right?
Yes, Your Honor, that concludes the calendar.
Have a good afternoon, everyone. Order to follow. See you tomorrow. We hope.